Welcome to a presentation of Skyview High School Sports on 106.9 FM, 1390 AM The Fan, and CashValleyDaily.com. Brought to you by Les Olson IT, Old Grist Mill, Adams Wealth Advisors, DD Auto Salvage, Great Basin Graphics, Preston Watts Auto Collision, Napa Auto Parts, Young Automotive, Tyson Luthi State Farm, and Cache Valley Daily. Now it's time for the Skyview Bobcats on 106.9 The Fan.
Good evening and welcome to Skyview High School. A gorgeous night here for homecoming week in Smithfield as the 3-2 Skyview Bobcats are hosting the 3-2 Green Canyon Wolves. It should be a great game tonight here in Smithfield. John Newbold and Kason Carlson with you, Mr. Carlson with you on the broadcast tonight here on The Fan, as well as the Green Canyon radio station, which I just forgot, 100.9 Light FM. And of course, your video experience is powered by Adams Wealth Advisors on CashValleyDaily.com. But Kason, rivalry game against Green Canyon. They've won the last two. Skyview wants to get back to the winning ways. This is an important region game. Both teams have won their first two region games. They're both 2-0. What do you see in this contest tonight?
Yeah, John, like you said, I'm excited for this matchup. Like you said, it's a rivalry game. Green Canyon, Skyview, they have won the last two matchups. And as you said, they're both coming into this game 2-0 in region. So this is a very important game for the region standings because the winner of this game will most likely be tied with Ridgeline for number one in the region. And if you're Skyview, as you win this game, or if you win this game, you'll be 3-0 in region going into next week against Ridgeline, and that'll be the battle for first place in the region. And if you're Green Canyon, you'll take it 3-0, and I imagine they'll play Ridgeline in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, they've actually got Bear River and Tooele, and then Green Canyon, then they face. So they've got a couple of games before they face Ridgeline, but still both teams have done well to start region play. So it should be a good one. But Kason, talk about like what it is to be a student and a player going through homecoming week, because we as media and fans, maybe you're like, oh, there's so many distractions, and we always ask coach that, but honestly, like, how does that week go for a player as you're trying to prep for a game, and it happens to be a rival in this case with Green Canyon?
Yeah, John. I mean, homecoming week, I think first and foremost, you feel the excitement of it. The students in the hallway, they're excited for the game. The players are excited. The community's excited. And a lot of times that'll get the players riled up. But at the same time, a lot of times this week, you're going to be very busy. You're going to be picking out ties. You're going to be picking out dresses, planning day dates. And a lot of times that can pull your focus away from the game. And a lot of times during these homecoming week, a lot of our coaches would just remind us to stay focused. Watch your film. Do the little things, and just make sure that you have your head in the game, because ultimately if you lose this game, it's going to be a pretty miserable day and dance in the future. So you want to focus on this, and then your reward will be tomorrow at the dance.
Well, you're looking at a game tonight, like we mentioned, both teams 3-2 on the season, both teams 2-0 in region play. The RPI rankings came out Monday, the first rankings of the season, and Region 11 in a whole, as we look at it, had Ridgeline number 1, number 7 would be Stansbury, number 8 Skyview, and then number 13 Green Canyon, Mountain Crest at 15, Tooele 18, Bear River 19, and Deseret Peak 24. But, I mean, RPI standings too. This is big because you want to host a first round game, and even though you're only 5 games into the season, that's halfway. So the rest of the way, you want to host a game, and if you lose and your RPI falls like any further, like if you're Skyview or if you're Green Canyon at 13, you don't want it to fall too much further. You want to host that first round game at least, if not more.
Yeah, and like you said, that top 10, that's important. I guarantee you that's on the coach's mind and the player's mind. When I was in high school, we talked about it a lot because, obviously, as you said, you want that first round bye. And, John, I think, as you said, it's going to be important in this game for region standings as well as the RPI standings. that I truly believe that the winner of this game will move easily into the top 10 of the RPI rankings, as Skyview's already there. And I think if Skyview wins this game, I think they could easily move into the top 5 of the RPI rankings.
So we'll have to see as we take a break now because they're getting ready for the national anthem. We'll take a break and come back with more about this matchup between the Skyview Bobcats and the Green Canyon Wolves. We'll be back right after this.
Resource for collision repair, auto glass replacement, and towing for over 60 years. We are Cache Valley's largest collision repair center. Next time you crash, call Preston Watts Collision and Glass. We do it right.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
There's nothing quite like a great hometown. At the Young Automotive Group's Cache Valley dealerships, it's our privilege to call Logan home. We not only work to provide you with an exceptional customer experience, but take care of the community. We're committed to driving Logan forward. Visit Young Automotive in Logan today.
Need a spotless home or construction site? Mountain Shine Cleaning gets it done right. Fast, reliable, detailed. Call 435-361-5130. That's 435-361-5130. Shine with the pros at Mountain Shine.
When your car starts making that uh-oh noise, bring it to Cache Valley Auto Care. They speak fluent clunk and squeal. They'll fix it right without upselling things you don't need. Cache Valley Auto Care, behind Home Depot on 200 East in Logan.
Tyson Luthi, a 3-time gold winner of the Best of Northern Utah contest, has over 25 years of combined experience with State Farm. If you need auto insurance, Tyson is your guy. Call or visit online at tysonluthi.com.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CacheValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CacheValleyDaily.com.
Welcome back to Skyview High School. National Anthem by the Skyview Encore Group. Sing the national anthem tonight here for homecoming night. Great atmosphere, and like we said, no wind at all, Kaysen. Perfect.
Beautiful football
It's
weather.
got to be 70s in the temperature right now. It looks great. But again, Green Canyon comes into this game averaging 25 points a game, only allowing 15 points a contest. Skyview averaging 30 points a game and allowing 21 points a game. It should be a good matchup, but the way I see it is both teams have great field goal kickers as well. Skyview has Jace Carlson, kicked a 45-yarder last week to beat Mountain Crest with 10 seconds left. And Tanner Holt, the place kicker for the Wolves, he's kicked a long of 44. So both of these teams, if they get into field goal range and it's a defensive battle, which I kind of think it might be, I could be totally wrong, Kaysen, but if it comes down to a field goal, field position is going to be huge in this matchup.
Yeah, John, like you said, these kickers are incredible. As you said, they've had a long of 44. Jace Carlson with a game-winning field goal against Mountain Crest last week. And I just think that these kickers are going to play a huge part, especially in these rivalry games and these close games. Every point matters, whether it's PATs or field goals. You never want to get into the red zone and not leave with points. So it's going to be crucial that the special teams is very efficient and that they execute very well and that these kickers put the ball through the uprights.
So both teams' captains are meeting at the midfield for the coin toss. There's the coin toss, and we'll see who wins. It looks like Skyview's won the coin toss, I believe. We'll have to see, but I think that's what it looked like, and they're talking to Green Canyon captains right now. So actually Green Canyon won, right?
I think
because he tapped him on the shoulder and said that they deferred. So Skyview will get the ball first. So he looked at Ken Clark, or excuse me, that's his dad, Jack Clark, the quarterback. But he looked at him first at Skyview, and then he went with Green Canyon. But Green Canyon in the white pants, white tops, and the green numerals with the black helmets are the Wolves. And the Skyview Bobcats in black tonight. They're in the black tops and the black pants with blue numerals and blue helmets.
And, John, it looks like the students are doing a blackout as well for homecoming, and looks like Green Canyon's doing the opposite with the whiteout.
So it should be a fantastic game here in Smithfield. It is homecoming. We'll try to keep you up to on all the other games going on around the region. We'll try to give you score updates. Ridgeline is playing Deseret Peak. That might get ugly pretty quick. Mountain Crest is having homecoming as well. They're hosting Stansbury. Bear River is hosting Tooele. Logan is having homecoming. They're not in Region 11. They're down in 3A, but they are playing Ogden at home. So that should be a good game for them. Again, those jersey looks that we gave you, Les Olson IT brings you those jersey updates with Skyview wearing all black, and they will get the ball first as we get ready to play here in Smithfield. Want to thank Shane Larson running the camera for us, and again, thank you for listening on 100.9 Light FM or on 106.9 FM, 1390 AM The Fan. Stockton Jukes will be back next week with Green Canyon. I believe it's their homecoming next week as they host Bear River, but that will be next week, and Stockton Jukes will be back on the call. So going back deep for the Bobcats is Cooper Karen and Justin. Man, I'm calling all their dads' names. Lincoln Ballard. And then for the kickoff for Green Canyon, I believe I called his name. I think it's Holt. Tanner Holt will be booting it away, number 26. So,
yeah, I believe number 26 is Tanner Holt.
So Holt gets his foot into it. It looks like it will be returnable at the 1. Lincoln Ballard up to the 10, the 15, gets arm wrestled down. Nice tackle there by Edelmeyer. I think Cody Edelmeyer got him up around the shoulders and ripped him down at the 19.
Yeah, it looks like both Cody Edelmeyer and number 2 Huston Peremski for Green Canyon was able to shed their blocks and brought Lincoln Ballard down around the 19-yard line.
So that's where they start. 1st and 10. Clark, the quarterback, just underway here in the first quarter. Skyview and Green Canyon. Clark has got a familiar face, Stokes, back in the backfield, who's missed the last couple games. Clark hands off to Stokes up the middle. He's got a big hole. He goes forward, spins around, and the pile gets pushed forward to about the 24-yard line, a 6-yard gain.
Yeah, that inside run by Xander. He was met by number 11, Braxton Bowman, but just able to keep those legs churning and push forward for a few more yards on the play.
So 2nd down and 4 at the 24. Clark turns around, handoff to Stokes again, and this time he's met in the backfield, but he still pushes forward to the 25 for a short gain of 1.
And that was number 9, Eli Wheatley with the tackle on the play. And John, I wonder if Skyview's trying to set a message coming out and running the ball and trying to show a little bit of toughness here.
3rd and about 3 from the 25. Clark, and there's a whistle down. It's a false start on Skyview. Send them back 5 yards. So before the play started, it's a false start, and they'll go back from the 25 to the 20. They need to get up to the 29 for a first down, so it'll be 3rd and 9 from the 20-yard line.
And I believe that the ref said that it was the outside receiver, number 11, Lincoln Ballard, who moved a little bit too early on the play.
So Skyview going left to right as you watch the game towards the south. So a couple receivers to each side on 3rd and 9. Back to pass. Clark throws. It is complete across the 30 to Karen, and he's thrown out of bounds, but he's got the first down to the 32. Green Canyon only rushed 3 people that time, Kaysen.
Yeah, that was a great job by the offensive line for Skyview to pick up those rushers, and great throw there by Jack. And number 54, Sawyer Rainey, the linebacker, made the tackle on the play.
So a first down, 13 yards. 1st and 10, they throw it out to Ballard at the 30, and he's taken down on first down.
And he was taken down by number 0. I'm not sure we have 2 number 0s.
Probably Pabst.
That's what I'm thinking. Bryson Pabst with the tackle on the play for about a loss of 3.
So on 2nd down, a handoff to Stokes across the 40 to the 41 from the 30. So he got about They're going to mark it at the 41, 11 yards for Stokes, his third carry. He'll bring up third down.
And that was a great run by Stokes there. The right side of the Skyview offensive line able to push down and make some space for him.
Third down and 2 from their own 41. They look to the sideline. They've got 3 receivers right, 1 to the left for the Bobcats. Clock running, under 10 minutes here in the opening quarter. First drive of the game. Back to pass is Clark. He's got time. He throws. Ooh, Carlson bumped into someone. I think he bumped into his own receiver, but he didn't turn his head quickly enough around, and it's incomplete, and they will turn it over on third down. They'll be punting away on 4th and 2 for the Bobcats.
And John, it looked like there was just a little bit of a miscommunication there between Jack and Jace Carlson. It looked like he ran a little pivot route, and instead of sitting down and getting to the outside near the sideline, it looks like he just kind of sat down and stood there. Jack threw it to the outside. Jace didn't move. And
so Ballard back to punt on 4th and 2. They snap it back. It's clear over Ballard's head. He goes and retrieves it at the 15. Gets the punt away. Bounces at the 40. Oh, it bounces off. Did it hit Green Canyon or Skyview? At the 40-yard line, they're going to mark it right there. They're going to say it hit Skyview. Okay, so it's actually at the 39, but they avoid disaster on that high snap, Kaysen.
Yeah, that was a great job by Jet Ballard there. The snap going right over his head, but he was able to stay alert, pick the ball up, and still able to get the punt off on that play.
So Green Canyon will start at their own 39. 9:44 in the opening quarter, no score. Green Canyon's first possession, we think it will be Monk. It is. Ethan Monk brings the team out, and he's back there with Selman at running back. So Monk has 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. From their own 39, 1st and 10, he takes the snap, fakes the handoff, throws it out there. It's complete to the 40, the 45, and taken down across the 45. Well, it didn't catch the number.
I believe that was number 15, Carter Perry, who used to be the starting quarterback for the Green Canyon Wolves until about a couple games ago when they made the switch to go with Ethan Monk.
So a good gain. They actually get about, 7 yards on first down. So second down and about 3 from their 46. They turn around, they hand it off, and Skyview meets him, but he spins around, still on his feet. They're going to mark him back. He jumped forward, but they're going to mark him back. That was Huston Perminski.
Yeah, and right there, it looked like one of the D linemen for Skyview was able to break through the line and make contact, and Perminski was able to spin off of him, and then Ollie Collins was there to finish the tackle.
2-yard rush up to the 47-yard line, so 3rd and 2. They need to get to the 49. Couple receivers to each side. For Monk, he's got 2 running backs in the backfield. He turns around, he hands it off, and Skyview stuffs him at the line of scrimmage and pushes him back. It will be no gain on the play.
And it looked like number 72, Keegan Mountcastle, the D lineman for Skyview, was able to split through the offensive line and make the tackle for a loss on the play.
I believe that was Perminski, and he got no gain. So 4th down and 2. As Holt is back to punt on 4th and 2. Ballard's back to receive. Snap back. Holt gets his foot into it. It's a great punt. Ballard comes up. It bounces at the 12. Makes a block, and it gets into the end zone for a touchback. Great job by Lincoln Ballard to come up and make a block that time.
Yeah, that was a great job by Lincoln. It looked like he was going to catch the ball at the last second, moved, wanted the ball to bounce into the end zone, and started blocking the Green Canyon players so that they weren't able to retrieve it before it went into the end zone.
Well, I'll tell you, that was a good end-over-end punt. I can see why. I mean, if I was a punt returner, I would never want to catch one of those the way that it was rotating.
Yeah, that's just a difficult catch for any returner, and I think Lincoln made the smart play there, seeing that the ball was going end over end, knowing that it was going to bounce eventually into the end zone.
So Skyview's second possession here from their own 20 after the punt went into the end zone. 1st and 10, 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left for Clark. He throws over the middle. Oh, it's picked. Oh, no. Incomplete. The defensive Cooper Johnny, the senior, had his hands on it, but he just bobbled it.
Yeah, and it looked like the inside receiver for Skyview just ran a little 5-yard hitch route, and the linebacker, Cooper Johnny, just slid right in front of him, got his hands on the ball, but wasn't able to make the catch.
So second down, they hand it off to Stokes, trying to find some wiggle room. He does get forward to the 24 for 4 yards. So his 4th carry of the night, he's got, 22 yards on 4 carries. So it's 3rd down and 6, 7.5 in the first quarter and no score. Clark, 3rd and 6 from their own 24. Takes the snap, looking. He's got time. He throws out there for Karen. It is caught! Cooper Karen with the completion. The reception is he ripped it away from the defender inside Green Canyon territory at the 37-yard line. Big play.
And what a catch there by Cooper Karen. Had the fade on the outside, had to jump over the corner to make that catch and was able to come down with it.
1st and 10, they hurry it up. They throw to Ballard, complete from the 37 to the 33, a 4-yard pass there.
And John, that looked like the same play that they ran at the beginning. Inside receiver just ran a little inside hitch. This time they were able to get him the ball before the linebacker got there.
2nd and 6 for the Bobcats. Now they look to the sideline. 2 receivers to the left, 3 to the right. Empty backfield for Clark on 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Clark whips it out there to Carlson. Gets a block, breaks a tackle, still on his feet. Across the 25, the big tight end won't go down easily.
And that was a great catch and run there by Jace, but a great block there by Zach Oxborough, the inside receiver for Skyview, who was able to give Jace enough space to make a little bit of a run on that play.
7-yard pass play, and they go empty again. 1st and 10, Skyview at the 23-yard line of Green Canyon. They throw complete to Zach Oxborough, and he's forward on the wide receiver screen from the 23 to about the 17, a 6-yard gain there.
And it looked like that was number 7, Parker Lowe, the outside, or the safety, my bad, for Green Canyon, who came down and made the tackle on that play.
They hand it off to Ballard on a fly sweep. He is ripped down, gains positive yards, though, from the the 17 to the 15, so he's got 2.
And once again, the tackle was made by Parker Lowe on that play. And John, I don't know if you noticed it, but it looked like the left tackle for Skyview went a little bit early. They might have got away with a little bit of a false start there, but 3rd and 3.
They hand it off, and he's got the first down to the 10. I think that was Stokes on the left side.
Yeah, a little inside run up the middle there for Stokes, able to get the first down easily.
So 1st and goal at the 10. Clark hurries it up, gets it to Stokes again, and he's ripped down right at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Yeah, and Stokes is brought down there by number 9, Eli Wheatley, as well as number 73. If we can get the number 72, my bad, Ethan Mortensen on the play.
So 2nd down, Oxborough right to left in motion for Clark. 2nd and goal. They hand off to Stokes left side. He's got some room. He bowls forward down to about the 5. So he might have 5 yards on that. It'll be 3rd and goal for the Bobcats. 7th carry for Stokes. 4:39 in the clock running. It's 3rd and goal at the 5 of Green Canyon for the Bobcats.
And John, this Skyview line has been dominating this defensive front for Green Canyon. It looks like they're getting about 2-3 yards push on every single run.
So empty backfield on 3rd and goal for Clark. He sends Ballard left to right in motion. Clark back to throw. The blitz is on. He gets away from him. Now he throws to the end zone. Touchdown, Carlson! So great job by Jack Clark to escape the pressure, and he found Carlson. You were pointing at it. Clark saw it later.
Yeah. Number 9, Eli Wheatley, the linebacker for Green Canyon, came on a blitz, came with a clean run right at Jack Clark. Jack was able to fight and wrestle him off, was able to escape the pocket, and Jace Carlson did a great job. He got to the back of the end zone, ran with his quarterback. Jack was able to find him for the touchdown on the play.
So 4:14 in the first quarter. Skyview strikes first, pending the extra point. It's 6-0. Snap back, hold down, kick on the way by Carlson is good, and Skyview has an early 7-0 lead over Green Canyon. The Skyview Bobcats strike first. It's 7-0 with 4:14 in the opening quarter. We'll take a break and be back right after this.
To present day all over America, Napa and our nationwide network of parts and exceptional service were built for one mission: to keep your business moving full speed ahead.
Green Canyon High School would like to say thanks to all their Alpha sponsors for supporting Green Canyon sports this year. For a list of sponsors and other athletic information, visit greencanyonhighschoolathletics.org.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC.
The kick is away, and it goes into the end zone. 7-0, Skyview over Green Canyon. But again, Kaysen, what a job by the Skyview Bobcats. They went with tempo that time. My stats, I could barely keep up. I had to ask you during the break.
Yeah, John, the Skyview offensive move is moving fast, and it looks like it's working. That Green Canyon defense was trying to get back, trying to get in formation, but the speed of this Skyview offense led to some mistakes on that Green Canyon defense, and we saw those mistakes play out as now Skyview holds a 7-0 lead.
So 7-0 Skyview. Green Canyon comes out on their second possession. They went 3 and out on the first possession. Monk had 7. He was 1 for 1 for 7 yards. We'll see what he does here. He's got a running back on his left hip. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Monk backs the pass. He throws high, but goes up and get it. What a great catch on that slant pattern. I think that was Paps.
I think it was number 8, Hayden Schramm.
So Schramm.
And I believe he was tackled there by the corner on the play, number 34, Brett Carling.
So Schramm gets 8 yards on that east side of the football field on a slant pattern. Skyview all got about 3 or 4 guys to the football, but what a catch by Schramm.
Yeah, he had to go up top and high point that ball and is able to come down with it.
So they've got 2 running backs in the backfield. You've got 2 receivers out here to the left of Monk, 1 to the right. Monk's going to hand it off this time on 2nd and 2, and he's got the first down across the 30. Good push by that O-line. They're going to mark him right across the 30, so he needed 2 yards, and he got 3.
Yeah, and someone just had enough space there to get the first down, and he was brought down by number 72, Keegan Mountcastle, the D lineman for Skyview.
So 1st and 10 on that 3-yard scamper by Selman. Up the middle, clock runs here in the first quarter, 3:08. Going right to left is Green Canyon to the north. 7-0 Skyview in this opening quarter. Monk takes the snap. He fakes the handoff. He throws out there. It's complete. Gets a block and then gets run out of bounds near the 35. I believe that was Perry.
Yeah, and number 15, Matthew Perry on the play, and that was a great read there by Monk. Ran a little RPO. He saw that the outside backer blitzed and just dropped off the ball to Perry out there in the flat. And that was a great job by number 1. Cooper Karen was able to shed the block on the receiver and make the tackle on the near sideline.
So the clock stops with 2:56. Monk is 3 for 3 with 19 yards passing so far in the game. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left on 2nd down and 6 after the 4-yard pass. Monk back to pass again. He's going to launch a bomb out there. The man's there, and he dropped it, I guess. It looked like it was right there on the far side of the field on the east, but I think he dropped it.
Yeah, and once again, like you said, Monk was targeting Perry on that play. It looked like Perry had the corner beat for a little bit, but Monk just didn't have enough air underneath it. Perry had to come back for the ball, and as you said, John, just incomplete over there on that sideline.
So it brings up a 3rd and 6 for the Wolves from their own 35, 2:50 opening quarter, 7-0 Skyview. So they, on 3rd down and 6, they have 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Monk takes the snap. He's looking. Now he pulls it down. He's trying to run, and he's tackled. But it's not a sack because he gained a yard up to the 36-yard line. We'll give him 1.
Yeah, and the tackle was made there by Satili Palmer. The defensive line got a lot of pressure on Monk there, forced him to scramble, and Satili Palmer was able to drag him down before he could get any yards.
Great coverage by the Bobcats because Monk had a lot of time, Kaysen. He just couldn't find anyone downfield, so he tucked it and ran, but Palmer grabbed him before he could get any momentum, and he only gained a yard. It'll be 4th and about 4. 4th and 3 is what we'll say from their own 36. Ballard back to receive the punt. Snap back. Holt gets the punt away. And it's a short one this time. It bounces at the 35, takes a Green Canyon bounce inside the 25, and it will die about the 23, maybe the 24. We'll see where they mark it.
Yeah, John, and again, I thought that was a great job by Lincoln there. That ball didn't come off of the punter's foot very well. Had a little bit of a wobble to it. Those are dangerous to catch. I think it was smart of him just to let it bounce.
Well, Skyview's last possession, it was the big play to Cooper Karen of 38 yards. And then eventually Skyview with that tempo got into the end zone on a 5-yard pass play to Carlson. So 1st and 10 Bobcats, this time from their own 24. 1st and 10 with 2:02, and they lead 7-0. They fake the handoff out to Ballard on a swing pass, gets some blocks across the 25, across the 30, still on his feet. He gets up across the 35. What an effort by Lincoln Ballard.
Yeah, that was a great job by Lincoln Ballard. Just caught a little pass in the swing and then ran through about 3 Green Canyon defenders before he was brought down by number 11, Braxton Bowman, on the near sideline for the first down.
6 straight completions by Clark. 1st and 10 Bobcats after the 12-yard pass play. Clark back to pass on 1st down. He throws a rocket to Karen, and it's incomplete. I jinxed him, I guess, when I said 6 straight completions, as it goes incomplete.
Yeah, and Green Canyon was playing a little bit of a zone defense there, and that was a great read by Jack as he was able to find the hole, but Cooper Karen just not able to bring in the catch.
So empty backfield, 2 receivers to the right, 3 to the left on 2nd and 10 from their 36. They set up the screen, it's complete, up the field to the 40. I didn't see the receiver. Was that Carlson again?
I couldn't tell either.
We'll have to see.
Yeah,
it Carlson.
Looks like Carlson. And as you said, John, it looked like they were trying to set up the receiver screen there. It looked like a couple of the Skyview offensive linemen weren't able to get out and block some of those linebackers in time, and they were able to make the tackle on the play.
3rd and 6 from their own 40. Clock running in 1:20. Clark back to pass. Looking, plenty of time. Now he's going to roll and run. They were spying him. He breaks a tackle, dives forward. He's about 2 yards shy of the first down up at the 44.
Yeah, John, that was a good job by the Skyview O-line. I felt like they gave him enough time, but Skyview had Jace Carlson running up the sideline free, but that was a good job by Jack to tuck and run and just wasn't able to get enough on the play.
Great job by the Green Canyon Wolves. They had a spy on Clark, so when Clark rolled out left, the Green Canyon was there and made the tackle. Clark gained 4 yards, but he was 2 yards shy of the first down, and they're out to punt again. And it's not Ballard this time. I'm not sure who that was. So Palmer back to punt. He gets the snap. He lets it go. It's a line drive that bounces at the 20. They pick it up. They're going to return to the 20, 25, 30, across the 30 and near the 34 before he's tackled there. Let's see who the returner was, and there's a flag. Oh, there's a fight. There's a fight between the Skyview and a Green Canyon player. We might have ejections here. Wow. That was Parker Lowe for Green Canyon, and Skyview, who was it? I don't know who it was on Skyview as Coach JT comes out.
Yeah.
The coaches come out to try to break that up. There was a flag, and then all kinds of punches flown. Wow.
Well, John, number 0, Bryson Pabst for Green Canyon. He said a few words after a couple of plays I've seen. He's gone up to a couple of Skyview players. There, he was the punt returner, trucked one of the defenders, stepped over him, and one of the Skyview players didn't like that, met him. Some pushing started, and it led to that fight.
Wow, so now the officials are discussing everything. There was a flag on the play, but then it led to the fight with 25 seconds. We'll see what they decide. I thought I saw some punches thrown, and they were grappling with each other. So you have to wonder if there's going to be some ejections here. Yeah. We'll have to see. It was a great punt return.
And, John, there was a few Skyview players that left the sideline to go join the fight. I wonder if the refs are going to talk about that at all, or if they're just going to keep it between those two players who, as you said, were going a little bit back and forth.
Well, 7-0 Skyview as they sort things out. Here we go. We'll see what they say. Personal foul, they're going to call targeting.
On the offense.
Oh, on the offense. Personal foul on Green Canyon and on Skyview. They offset.
I want to know who the personal fouls was on.
So I don't see him ever saying anyone was ejected.
Because, correct me if I'm wrong, but illegal head-to-head contact, does that count as a personal foul?
Yes.
Because if number 0, he was the runner on the play, he got the head-to-head contact on the punt return. If this second personal foul is on him, he's going to have to leave the game. Unless I'm wrong and I don't know my high school rules very well.
Well, I can tell you, I don't know what it is. They're still talking to Coach JT now. So we'll have to see. But again, it's too bad because it was an awesome punt return across the 30 near the 36-yard line, but it looks like it's going to go back to inside the 15 for Green Canyon now.
Yeah, John, and as we said in the pregame, we talked about how this week is homecoming week, and it's this big rivalry game, and a lot of times those emotions can get the better of you. Coaches will always preach, keep your head, keep your emotions in check, especially in these big games, because in a moment like this, as we can see, you had a great punt return, but you let your emotions get the better of you. Now you're starting on your own 12-yard line instead of your own 35-yard line.
Well, they talked to Coach JT, and Tauili, I totally butchered that. Tauili is how I think you say it. He's out there. Now he's talking to his team. Skyview, they were on the sideline, their team, the defense, and Coach talked to them, Coach Alder, and so hopefully now, like you said, the emotions are high right now. They'll have to settle down before this possession. 25 seconds in the first quarter for Green Canyon here. They're back at their own 13 is where they start this drive because of the penalty, that big personal foul, and then the other two were offset.
And it looks like number 0, Bryson Paps, is out there for Green Canyon as well. So I'm guessing those fouls weren't on him.
Yeah, there was no ejection. We never saw the official say that. So Monk, 1st and 10, back at their own 13. They hand it off right side. Big hole! He breaks through, and then Skyview wraps him up. Otherwise, he was taking it past the 20. That was some good yardage up to the 20. Big hole on that right side.
Yeah, and that was a great job by that Green Canyon O-line. Just able to make enough space, and he was brought down there by a few Skyview D linemen about 2 or 3 yards short of the first down marker.
I didn't catch who was the carrier on that one. But
I didn't either. I wonder if it was number 34.
Selman?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll give him 7 yards. That's the end of the first quarter. We'll take a break and come back right after this. It's Skyview 7, Green Canyon nothing.
Gold medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC online at advancedheating-ac.com.
Great Basin Graphics does custom t-shirts and creates graphic designs that'll get your business noticed. Amazing colors and designs that seem to jump off the t-shirt. Go to greatbasingraphics.com.
Great Basin Graphics. We made you look.
Old Gristmill on South Main Logan, 4th North Logan, and now Smithfield offer Cache Valley that famous lunch special and natural bread baked the right way. Get your made-to-order lunch or baked goods at Cache Valley's Best of Northern Utah gold-winning bakery. The Old Gristmill. Here.
Welcome back to Smithfield. Second quarter starting up in Green Canyon ball. 7-0 Skyview. Start of the second quarter. It's going to be a 2nd down and 3. Green Canyon ball at their own 20. 2nd and 3. They're going left to right towards the south now. 7-0 Skyview here on CacheValleyDaily.com. So they've got 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. They've got 2 running backs in the backfield for Monk. Takes the snap. He's back to pass. Looking, still looking. He's hit as he throws. It is complete for the first down. And the forward progress is stopped at the 35-yard line, but he's got the first down.
Yeah, and that was number 0, Bryson Paps with the catch on the play, number 34, Brett Carling with the tackle on the play, and the ref thought that his forward momentum stopped, blew the whistle. I think the Green Canyon fans, the Green Canyon sideline wasn't very happy with that, as they thought he could have broken that tackle and got a few more yards on the play.
So they actually marked him. I thought he got up to the 30. They marked his forward progress clear back at the 25, so he got 5 yards, but he got the first. So they're at the 25-yard line, 1st and 10. Nice catch by Paps. Monk takes the snap. He's faking the handoff. He throws out there quickly, gets a block, and then spins around, and he's shoved out of bounds. So it's a short gain of maybe 2.
And once again, the catch was made there by Paps, and I believe the tackle was made by number 3, Zach Oxborough, my bad, on the far sideline.
So they give him 3 yards, Paps up to the 28, and exactly a minute here into the second quarter as he was knocked out of bounds. They'll bring up 2nd and 7 after the 3-yard pass. So 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left for Monk. He's got a running back on his right hip. He's going to pass. He throws, complete. Karen makes the tackle at the 35. The catch to Peremski.
Yeah, and that was just a great job there, right there by Green Canyon. The offensive line did a great job of giving Monk enough time. He's able to find the holes in the defense and able to make that pass out there to Huston Peremski for the first down on the play.
5 yards up to the 35, so they're just taking what the defense has given them, just little short 5-yard hook patterns right now, and it's 1st and 10 up at the 35. Their own 35 is Green Canyon. Skyview leading 7-0. A minute and a half into this second quarter. Couple receivers to the left, 1 to the right. At their own 35. Skyview showing blitz. They run it, and they've got a hole. Nice stiff arm, and then he's hit at the 40 and taken out of bounds. That was Peremski again. He did a great job of stiff arming the first defender, and then he got up to the 40 and was pushed back.
Yeah, like you said, that was a great job by Peremski, as well as the Green Canyon line had a great hole for him. And he came out and, Peremski is, from what I can see, doesn't look like he's the biggest guy. He stiff-armed one of the Skyview defensive linemen and then eventually got stood up by Cooper Karen on the sideline for that tackle.
Peremski has 3 carries for 7 yards, and it's 2nd and 5 up at the 40-yard line.
And John, one thing that I've noticed, both of these offenses, it looks like they're doing a lot of quick throws, a lot of outside passes, really not a lot downfield, besides that Cooper Karen catch.
So 2nd and 5, the rush is on. He gets hit as he throws. Monk down the middle, complete! What a pass and catch. Monk took a shot, but he delivered the ball perfectly to Schramm down the middle to the 28.
Yeah, that was a great job right there. Skyview brought pressure. Oh, and we have a flag on the far sideline. Sideline warning on Green Canyon, I believe. And this is their first, so that should just be a warning.
Yeah. They actually marked it at the 27 of Skyview.
But as you said, John, the Skyview brought pressure on that play. The Green Canyon offensive line did a great job of giving Monk enough time, and he got rocked as he made that throw. And a great catch there by Schramm deep downfield on that post route.
33 yards to Schramm. 4 straight completions for Monk. He's going to turn around and hand off this time, and he's met at the line of scrimmage. That's number, I think, 44. Was that Selman?
Yeah, that was Selman, and he was wrapped up there by Satili Palmer, just bear hugged and brought down for no gain on the play. And John, I was saying Green Canyon didn't take any big shots downfield, and immediately the play after, they flipped the field on that big post route.
Yeah, Schramm has 2 catches for 41 yards. 2nd and 10 at the Skyview 27 for Green Canyon. 8:33 here in the first half. Skyview leads 7-0. Monk takes the snap. He's going to run a pitch play. No, he keeps it himself on the option and gets upfield. If he did pitch it, Skyview was right there, and that's why Monk smartly took it upfield, but a short gain of maybe 2 yards.
Yeah, that was a great job by both teams. As Skyview, they took away that pitch guy, and Monk was smart enough to be able to read it, cut back in, but the rest of the Skyview defenders were able to flow and make that tackle for about a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, they only give him 1 yard, so set 3rd and 9 from the Skyview 26. It's in field goal range for Holt and the Wolves, but they want more. Under 8 minutes to play here in the half, 7-0 Skyview. Monk from the 26, 3rd and 9. Takes the snap, looking, throws. It is incomplete. The receiver just ran a hook pattern, and Skyview was there. The defender jumped on his back and caused the incompletion.
And I believe that was number 8, Hayden Schramm, who was the intended receiver on the play, and he was broken up there by number 34, Brett Carling. And that throw by Monk just a little bit low. It looked like Schramm was running just a little bit of a stick route right there at the first down marker, but just too low of a throw, wasn't able to bring it in.
So Holt comes in for a field goal attempt. It's in the middle of the hashes. This will be a 43-yarder. His long this season's been 44. Waiting for the snap. Hold down. Kick on the way by Holt. It looks good, and it is. It hits the post.
It bounced in.
It bounced in. It hit the right goalpost and bounced in. Wow. Holt bangs it in from 44 yards out as it hits the right post and bounced through.
I was going to say, John, watching the trajectory of the ball, it looked like it was going to be a little bit right, and then all of a sudden we see, bam, as the field goal post starts shaking, and he was lucky enough to get it to bounce inside of the uprights for the 3 points.
So 7-3 off the 44-yard field goal by Holt. A good drive, but they settle for the 3 points, and it's 7-3 Skyview over Green Canyon with 7:38. Well, we do have some scores that we'll try to get to you here after the kickoff if we can here. Let's see. I'm getting all kinds of results for scores and all kinds of things, but we'll see as Holt will kick it off after the 44-yard field goal. He kicks it. It's going to go into the end zone, so it'll be Skyview ball. But some score updates brought to you by DD Auto and Salvage. Go ahead, Kaysen.
All right, so our first score of the day is Bear River is leading Tooele 14-0 at the end of the first quarter. Ridgeline currently leads Deseret Peak 35-0 with 1:29 in the first quarter, as that game could get even uglier. And Mountain Crest is currently losing to Stansbury 7-6 with 8:01 left in the second quarter. And Logan and Ogden are currently tied 7-7 with 1:0 at the end of the first quarter as well.
All right, so Skyview ball, 1st and 10 from their own 20. They lead 7-3 here in the first half. 7:38 here in the second quarter. Clark comes out. Ball on the right hash. He's got 2 receivers to the wide side of the field to the west. He sends a man in motion left to right. He turns around. He's going to throw it to Oxborough. He's got some blocks. He gets upfield, and they rip him down to the turf about the 25-yard line. With a head of steam, Oxborough was trying. He saw daylight there.
Yeah, Oxborough with the catch in the flat right there. And number 8, Hayden Schramm, as well as number 11, Braxton Bowman, just able to sandwich him on the play for about a 5-yard gain. 2nd and 5 to Stokes. He stutter steps in the backfield, goes forward. He got around one man, and then he's knocked down after about 1 or 2 yards. Let's see where they mark him. I think they got him at the 27, which would be 2 yards for Stokes, his 8th carry on the night. Yep, he got 2 yards to the 27, so 3rd and 3 for the Bobcats. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left from their own 27. Turnaround, handoff to Stokes up the middle, breaks a tackle, gets across the 30 for the first down. He was initially hit about the 28, and then he just spun off and got to the 32, so a 5-yard gain for a first down. Stokes on his 9th carry of the night. Yeah, on Xander there, he was met by number 36, Braxton Atkinson for Green Canyon, and as you said, John, just able to spin off of him and get a couple more yards to get that first down.
9 carries for 39 yards for Stokes. Twin receivers to each side, 1st and 10. Clark back to pass. He throws. Oxborough, 45, 50, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Skyview! Oxborough was all alone over the middle there.
Yeah, that was a great job there by Zach Oxborough. Ran an incredible route. Jack was able to read it on the play, threw a beautiful ball, and the rest was history as he just took the ball and ran probably about 60, 65 yards for the touchdown.
Yeah, it was 68 yards to Oxborough for the touchdown, and Skyview's on the board again from Clark, his 2nd touchdown pass. It is 13-3 as the defense lost Oxborough down the middle around the 40-yard line, and he did the rest like you mentioned. So Xander Stokes to hold. He gets the PAT down. Carlson punches it through, and Skyview takes the lead, or extends the lead from 7-3, now 14-3 with 6:20 in the half. We'll take a break and be back right after this.
Your local cow ranch in North Logan is proud to sponsor high school athletics.
Just what the country needs.
At Adams Wealth Advisors, they believe that successful wealth management is all about planning. Adams Wealth Advisors is here to help. If you're transitioning a business, searching for the most up-to-date tax strategies, need help managing investments, or need help with estate planning, Adams Wealth Advisors has your back.
14-3, Skyview with the lead over Green Canyon. And 68 yards to Zach Oxborough, his third catch of the night. That one was his longest, obviously, 68 yards. He's got 79 yards receiving on 3 receptions and that touchdown. Carlson to boot it away.
Low kick.
Line drive at the 5 to the 10, up to the 15. Now the 20 goes to the left side. Some blocking down that side. He's across the 30, and he's bumped out of bounds near the 35-yard line. As we wait to see where they spot it on the outside. A great return from the 5 up to about the 34-yard line.
And I believe that was number 0, Bryson Paps, on the return there. And I think he was brought down by number 34. I can't really see the number, but Brett Carling on that far sideline over there. And luckily, John, we didn't have another fight on that return.
Yeah. So with 6:10 in the first half, Skyview 14-3.
And John, that was a great drive last time by Green Canyon. I thought they were really balanced between the run and the pass, but ultimately they ended up with a field goal. Here they're going to try and get a touchdown on this drive. And
so here goes Monk on 1st and 10, back to pass, looking, he throws, complete, and he's out of bounds just on a little hook pattern for about 5.
And I believe that was number 8, Hayden Schramm on the catch for about, they only gave him about 3 yards. I thought it was a little bit more than that.
I did too, but it's on that far side of the field, hard to see for us, but third catch for Schramm for 44 yards, 14-3 Skyview with 6:06 here in the first half. They're going to mark it at the 37. Second down and 7. Monk turns around, handoff up the middle, and Skyview meets him. He got about 2 yards before he's pushed back. So the running back, number 2, Perzemski, got up to the 39, and then he's pushed back.
And I believe he was tackled there by number 54, Michael Stewart, the D lineman for Skyview on the play. And as you said, John, only about a 2-yard gain on the plays. That Skyview defense was able to swarm him.
So 3rd and 5 for the Wolves. They trail 14-3 here. 5:30 in the second half. Second quarter. From their own 39, 3rd and 5. Back to pass. Monk throws. He's got a man out there. Caught inside the 30-yard line of Skyview, down around the 28-yard line. What a catch.
Yeah, that was a great throw there by Monk, and an even better catch there by Schramm. Brett Carling with the defense on the play just wasn't able to get enough stretch on his arm out there to knock that ball away, and great catch by Schramm as he dove for that.
So they mark it at the 30 of Skyview. So let's see. I'll try to get it here. 10, 20, 30. So a 31-yard pass play that time. To Schramm. Back to pass Monk. He gets away from one, and he throws it away. Incomplete as the Bobcats spun him around. Great heads-up play by Monk to get rid of it, and he did throw it out of bounds, and he did get it to a receiver in the area down there.
Yeah, I considered for a second, I was like, is that intentional grounding or not? But there was a receiver in the vicinity of the ball, and so I think the refs made a good call there of not calling intentional grounding.
So 77 yards receiving for Schramm on 4 catches. 2nd and 10 from the Skyview 30 for Green Canyon. Monk has 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Back to pass. Monk throws, complete, and swung around. There's a penalty marker down. The receiver catches it. I think it's going to be pass interference on the offense. They're going to say he was blocking before, I think, is when that flag came in, but it could be on Skyview. We'll see.
Yeah, I agree, John. I think it was on that receiver, but I think, as you said, it's either going to be an offensive pass interference or possibly a hold on that block. I'm not sure what they're going to call here.
But they did get positive yards for about to the 28 or 27 for 3 yards, but the officials are discussing this one longer than I thought they would, but maybe they're going to wave it off. So pass interference on the offense. So they're going to say that he blocked the receiver, the off receiver blocked the defender before the ball, like when it was in the air. So it's offensive PI. so it'll be 15 yards. That's a big penalty to move Green Canyon back out of field goal range.
Yeah, John, and I don't know if we said this, but Brandon Erickson, who was, I believe, the corner on the play, he came up and pretty much threw the Green Canyon receiver for the big tackle on that play. But as you said, pushes him back another 15, pushes him out of field goal range. So if you're Skyview here, you cannot get beat deep by Schramm. You cannot get beat deep by Perry. Stay back, keep everything in front of you, rally and tackle, and keep these guys out of field goal range.
So 4:43 here in the first half, 14-3 Skyview. The penalty pushes Green Canyon all the way back to their the 45 of Skyview. Back to pass is Monk. He throws. It's high. Incomplete. It was too high for the receiver. That was Pravzensky at the 40-yard line. It wouldn't have been a big gain, maybe of 5 yards, but it goes incomplete. So 3rd and 25 now for the Wolves. And the ball, the line of scrimmage is back at the 45. They got to get up to Skyview's 20 for the first.
And that was a great job there by number 72, Keegan Mountcastle. He was able to get enough pressure on Monk, to put that ball a little bit high, and great coverage there by Oxborough. And if you're Skyview here, watch the ball, do not jump off sides, and watch out for screens if you're that defensive line.
So 3rd and long, couple receivers to each side. Monk, low snap, he has to take it off the turf. He throws, complete over the middle, makes a move, and he's tackled at the 30. So they're in field goal range. It would be a long one. So Paps with the reception from the 45, so about 15 yards for Pabst. So it's 4th down, but this is in field goal range. This one's from the left hash. This one will be a little bit further. The first one was a 44-yarder. This one,
about 47.
Yeah, they're spotting it at the 37-yard line. So a 47-yard field goal for Holt. I think he kicked one of 47 last year, if I saw correctly. So snap back, hold down, kick on the way. It's up, and it is
left. Ooh,
good from 47 yards. Holt punches his second field goal through. This one from 47, and it's good. So 47-yard field goal with 3:43, and it cuts into that Skyview lead of now 14-6. Skyview leads. We'll take a break and be back right after this.
Watts Collision and Glass, we have been your #1 resource for collision repair, auto glass replacement, and towing for over 60 years. We are Cache Valley's largest collision repair center. Next time you crash, call Preston Watts Collision and Glass. We do it right.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Rico graphic systems.
14-6 after the 47-yard field goal. And Tanner Holt boots his second field goal of the night. This one from 47. The kickoff is going to be returned from the 1. They do pitch it to Karen. Ballard does. He's got the right return to the 30-yard line. Last week they faked it at Mountain Crest. This time they actually give it off, and Karen takes it from Ballard to the 30-yard line, and Skyview will have it at their own 30.
Yeah, that was a great job there by the returners. With that exchange as they went on their reverse. And again, great job by the coaching staff. As you said, they showed that play last week, but they faked it. They know that Green Canyon's seen that, so this week they come with the actual reverse and able to get a good return on that.
So 3:34 left in the first half, 14-6 Skyview. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Clark has a running back in the backfield with him. Turns around, he's going to fake the handoff. Double move there, he throws. He's got Karen out there, and it's incomplete as he threw it too far outside to the Skyview sideline. Maybe Clark saw that the defender didn't bite on that double move on the pump fake.
Yeah, John. Skyview's ran this play probably about 5 or 6 times this game with just a little bubble route with their slot receiver, and the outside receiver blocks a corner. This time, they run that double move, as you said, just not able to connect.
Yeah, I think it was Selman in coverage. Second down, they hand it off. And up the right side, I believe it's Stokes, but we'll wait and see. Up to the 36. Yeah, that was Stokes for 6 yards to the 36. So his 10th carry of the night.
And he was brought down there by a few Green Canyon players there for About a 7-yard gain.
3rd and 4. They're going to run an option play. They pitch it out there, trying to get the corner. Great coverage by Green Canyon. They take him down as Ollie Collins couldn't get away. Great recognition by Wheatley.
Yeah, they ran that option play to Ollie Collins, but Wheatley just with great pursuit on that play. I believe he was the the weak side linebacker, just able to get enough pursuit where he was able to make a tackle for no gain on the play.
So Collins gets no gain as he tried to get the edge, but Wheatley took him down right at the line of scrimmage. So it's 4th and 4 for Skyview. With 2.5 minutes to play, they lead 14-6, and they're going to punt it away. Snap is back. The punt is away. It's going to force the guy back to the 25. He's to the 20.
Oh.
He gets some blocks, and there's a flag that comes out after the second block. He gets across the 32. He got about 13 or 14 yards on the return, but this one's coming back.
Yeah, there should be a block in the back. I thought there was one that was smaller that they didn't throw earlier, and then with the second one, it looked like the ref took it out of his pocket, went to go put it back in, decided he should throw it, and threw it. So this should take Green Canyon back a few. Oh. And they're waving the flag.
Okay, so a great return of 14 yards from the 20 to the 34. So they wave that flag off from his own 34 is Green Canyon as they come out with 2:13 left in the first half. They trail by 8, 14-6. It'll be Monk at his own 34 for the Wolves. 2 receivers to each side. He's got a running back in the backfield with him. Monk takes it. He's back to pass. Lots of time. He throws out there. He's got a man. And incomplete. Great coverage out there. And they're going to throw a flag on the other side.
The ref who threw the flag was at the line of scrimmage when he threw that flag. So I'm not exactly sure what he saw that the back ref didn't see, but
it looked like good coverage from here.
I didn't think that was too much of a penalty. I thought that was great coverage by Brett Carling on the play as Hunter Schramm, I believe, was the intended target for Green Canyon.
Yeah, Schramm came over and, yeah. Pass interference, it looks like, on Skyview is what I think the call will be. But now they're still talking about it. Yep, pass interference on Skyview, so that's a big penalty. The Skyview faithful won't like it because they thought there was a block in the back when there was a flag thrown and then picked up. But 15 yards will take it to the 50.
The 50.
Right at midfield, I guess, is.
And John, we have to keep in mind that Green Canyon won the toss and deferred. So this sets them up on the 50-yard line with about 2 minutes left in this first half. If they get points here, they also get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, 14-6 Skyview. But from the 50, Monk throws. It's complete for big yardage. He just did a little curl route for 6 yards, and he's going to get 11 up to the 39.
Yeah, and again, that's Hayden Schramm, the intended receiver on the play with the catch, and he was brought down by number 25, Ryan Bates, for Skyview.
That was the 11-yard gain to Schramm, his 5th catch of the night. And they're at the Skyview 39 with 2:03. They're in business, each team with 3 timeouts. Green Canyon going left to right. So 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left for Monk. He takes the snap. He's looking. He throws complete, and Schramm catches it, but he's driven back after the 4-yard catch.
Yeah, and that was a great job right there by Brett Carling, just able to come up and make the tackle on number 1, Cody Edelmeyer, the receiver for Green Canyon. And John, Green Canyon ran a lot of hitch routes on this drive. If you're Skyview, you need to be careful for those double routes on those hitch and goes to make sure you're staying over the top with 1:38 left in the half.
So 2nd and 6, clock running at 1:35. Back to passes Monk. The blitz is on. They pick it up. They throw complete. Breaks a tackle and taken down, though. But it's a first down up to the 26, 9 yards.
Yeah, and once again, that was Hayden Schramm on the catch over the middle for another first down for Green Canyon.
So the clock continues to roll because they set the ball. It's under 1:20 left. 14-6 Skyview. So again, Monk, 4 straight completions for Monk. He's got 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right on 1st and 10 from the Skyview 26.
And it looks like we're going to have some one-on-ones on the outside.
Back to pass. He throws. He's got a man out there. Incomplete. It hits the defender in the back. It was underthrown.
Yeah, that was a great job by Skyview there. They brought pressure, and because of that, they were going man on the outside. One-on-one coverage with the DB and the receiver. And Ethan Monk wanted to take a shot there with Schramm on the outside, but Skyview just got way too much pressure on him. I believe it was Ryan Bates who got the hit on Monk that forced him to leave that ball a little bit short.
So 2nd and 10 from the Skyview 26 for Green Canyon. 58 seconds and 3 timeouts. Skyview leads 14-6 here before the half. Same formation on 2nd and 10. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right for Monk. He's got a receiver in the back, or a running back in the backfield. Takes a snap. Monk back to pass. He throws complete over the middle and taken down across the 20 to the 19. The clock will continue to run. And a timeout. It's a 7-yard gain to Schramm, and that's his 7th catch, Kaysen.
Yeah.
Timeout, Green Canyon with 47.8.
And as we've seen tonight, Schramm, he's been the favorite target for Monk. And looking at him, I would say Schramm is about 6'1", 6'2", just a large receiver. And Brett Carling, number 34, has been the corner that has been guarding him. So there's a little bit of a size mismatch there. And I think Green Canyon is really trying to take advantage of that.
So by my count, Schramm has 7 catches, 102 yards receiving tonight.
In the first half.
Yeah, in the first half. He's got the big ones have been 33 and 31. His 2nd catch was 33 yards, and his 4th catch was 31 yards. So 2 timeouts for Green Canyon in 48 seconds.
And John, I think, as we've seen on this drive and the past couple of drives, whenever Green Canyon has allowed Monk to have enough time, he's made throws down the field, and they've been able to make completions. So I think if you're Skyview here, I think you have to do something to try and put a little bit of pressure on Monk in order to speed him up and see if you can get him to make a little bit of a mistake here in the red zone.
Big 3rd down here. 3rd and 3 at the Skyview 18 for the Wolves. Couple receivers to each side. They've got a running back in the backfield. Now left to right motion. Monk back to pass. Looking, throws. He's got a man. It's incomplete. No! Oh, that's terrible. They called targeting or a defenseless receiver, but he hit him in the chest.
Yeah.
I don't know about that one because he hit him when he was in the air, so they're going to call it defenseless receiver, but, he hit him and dislodged the ball.
I don't agree with that call. It wasn't a great throw by Monk. He left the ball a little bit high. Number 2, Huston Peremski had to go up and get the ball, and as a safety, what else are you supposed to do? You can't let him get the catch for the touchdown. He didn't lead with his head. Looked like he hit him in the chest or near the hip area. Just an unfortunate play.
So Coach JT's out there and wants an explanation. I don't know if he's talking about this particular play or something else, Kaysen, but it will be a personal foul on Skyview. I don't see how it can be a targeting or anything because he didn't lead with the helmet. He just dislodged the ball when he hit him. As you mentioned, it was a high throw, and Przymski had to go get it up high, and he was just dislodged. He dislodged the ball. The safety did. I don't know about that one, but that's the call.
Yeah, I don't agree with the call either, but as you said, it's what the refs called, and so...
And he's okay. That's good. It's nice to see.
He gets up and runs to the sideline.
Yeah, it's good to see Peremski get back up and go to the sideline. But, he probably just got the wind knocked out of him is my guess.
Yeah, it looked like he might have came down a little bit on the ball there. As you said, I imagine it was just wind knocked out of him. But as you said, it's good to see him get up and moving around.
And now the official takes a timeout. The ball will go up to the 10. Of Skyview on that personal foul on Skyview. It takes the ball to the 10-yard line, but the official said he's stopping play as there
something on the field.
Oh, well,
maybe he threw up.
It's either blood or someone threw up on the field because they're gonna clean it off. So we'll get some scores. 14-6 Skyview. This scores are brought to you by Great Basin Graphics. They bring you these score updates. Kaysen, what do you have?
We currently have Mountain Crest, who leads Stansbury 14-7 at half. Great game over there. We have Logan, who currently leads Ogden 14-7 at half as well. Ridgeline is currently leading Deseret Peak 49-0 with about 8:40 left in the second quarter. And last we've heard, Bear River led Twilla 14-0 at the end of the first quarter. So we got some pretty close games. around the region, especially that Mountain Crest Stansbury game and that I guess Logan's not in the region anymore, but around the valley.
Yep. Again, thanks for listening here on 106.9 FM, 1390 AM, The Fan, as well as 100.9 Light FM and video streaming on CashValleyDaily.com. And Kaysen, like you mentioned at the start of this drive, this is big for Green Canyon. They trail by 8, 14-6. Skyview with the lead with 43 seconds, but as you mentioned, they won the coin toss, Green Canyon did, and deferred to the second half. So if they put points on here, and it's looking like it with 2 timeouts, and it's first and goal at the 10 of Skyview, they could tack on the touchdown and then come out in the second half with the ball and march right back down. So this was a big possession, as you mentioned.
Yeah, John, these last 43 seconds are going to be crucial for Skyview. You want to at least hold them to a field goal here if you can, but you do not want to give up a touchdown.
So first and goal from the 10 of Skyview. Monk takes the snap. He's looking left the whole way. He throws, complete, makes a move. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Canyon.
Yeah, and just a simple out route there by Bryson Pabst. Great throw by Monk on time, and Pabst was just able to make the catch and make a move on number 3, Zach Oxborough, and able to get in for the touchdown.
So Pabst with a touchdown reception, and it makes it 14-12.
And I imagine Green Canyon is going to go for 2 and try and tie this game up.
33 yards receiving for Pabst tonight on 4 receptions in that 10-yard TD. And now they're going to go for 2 with 37 seconds left here on the point after try. They're going to do the 2-point conversion to try to tie it up before the half. So here we go. They've got 3 running backs in the backfield, 1 on each hip of Monk, and then someone behind him. They throw on a slant, incomplete, too high. And I don't even think that was Monk. Was it?
I think it was.
Maybe it was, but
Monk's running off the field, so I believe they had him at quarterback, but the intended receiver on the play was number 1, Cody Edelmeyer, who was guarded by number 34, Brett Carling, and Monk just put it way too high. It wasn't close for Cody Edelmeyer on that catch.
So 10-yard TD, though, to Pabst. 2-point conversion is a failure. And it's 14-12 for Skyview and over Green Canyon. But I'll tell you what, like you mentioned, Case, and that was big because with 37 seconds left in the half, they'll get the ball to start the second half too. And they not only did they get some points on that drive, they got 6.
Yeah, and if you're Skyview here, you just gave up a touchdown to Green Canyon. You have all 3 timeouts with 37 seconds. I'd like to see us take a couple shots downfield to see if we can get any points.
So they kick it into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Skyview will have the 3 timeouts and 37 seconds. We'll see what they do here.
And John, I think we also need to know, on that last drive for Green Canyon, it started on that kickoff return with a waved flag for that block in the back that they waved. That would have been on Green Canyon to push them back to start with bad field position. And then we had the
pass interference,
which I personally didn't think was a great call. And then we finished with that personal foul in the end zone. So that was 3 penalties, all in favor of Green Canyon, that I thought were a little bit iffy.
So they turn around, they hand off to Stokes on first down, and so Skyview looks like they're just going to run the clock out. No gain there by Stokes on his 11th carry.
Yeah, that was a great job there by the Green Canyon defensive line, just able to swarm Xander out there right at the line of scrimmage.
So Skyview looking to the sideline, but I don't think they're going to run another play as the clock's running at 15 seconds. 14-12 Skyview. They don't need to snap the ball. They don't look like they're going to snap the ball. Coach Alder elects just to let the clock run. So 3, 2, 1. So at the end of the first half, it's Skyview 14, Green Canyon 12 at the half, but Green Canyon with a lot of momentum going into the half. We'll take a break and come back here at halftime. It's Skyview 14, Green Canyon 12.
There's nothing quite like a great hometown. At the Young Automotive Group's Cache Valley dealerships, it's our privilege to call Logan home. We not only work to provide you with an exceptional customer experience, but take care of the community. We're committed to driving Logan forward. Visit Young Automotive in Logan today.
Need a spotless home, office, or construction site? Mountain Shine Cleaning gets it done right. Fast, reliable, detailed. Call 435-361-5130. That's 435-361-5130. Shine with the pros at Mountain Shine.
When your car starts making that uh-oh noise, bring it to Cache Valley Auto Care. They speak fluent clunk and squeal. They'll fix it right without upselling things you don't need. Cache Valley Auto Care, behind Home Depot on 200 East in Logan.
Tyson Luthi, a three-time gold winner of the Best of Northern Utah contest, has over 25 years of combined experience with State Farm. If you need auto insurance, Tyson is your guy. Call or visit online at tysonluthi.com.
From what's happening in local political elections to breaking news to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CacheValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CacheValleyDaily.com.
From day one, right down the street, to present day, all over America, Napa and our nationwide network of parts and exceptional service were built for one mission: to keep your business moving full speed ahead.
Green Canyon High School would like to say thanks to all their Alpha sponsors for supporting Green Canyon sports this year. For a list of sponsors and other athletic information, visit greencanyonhighschoolathletics.org.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC, online at advancedheating-ac.com.
Great Basin Graphics does custom t-shirts and creates graphic designs that'll get your business noticed. Amazing colors and designs that seem to jump off the t-shirt. Go to greatbasingraphics.com.
Great Basin Graphics. We made you look, made you look.
Old Gristmill on South Main Logan, 4th North Logan, and now Smithfield offer Cache Valley that famous lunch special and natural bread baked the right way. Get your made-to-order lunch or baked goods at Cache Valley's Best of Northern Utah gold-winning bakery. The Old Gristmill, here for you.
Your local cow ranch.
Your local cow ranch in North Logan is proud to sponsor high school athletics.
Just what the country needs.
At Adams Wealth Advisors, they believe that successful wealth management is all about planning. Adams Wealth Advisors is here to help. If you're transitioning a business, searching for the most up-to-date tax strategies, need help managing investments, or need help with estate planning, Adams Wealth Advisors has your back.
This is Josh Watts. At Preston Watts Collision and Glass, we have been your #1 resource for collision repair, auto glass replacement, and towing for over 60 years. We are Cache Valley's largest collision repair center. Next time you crash, call Preston Watts Collision and Glass. We do it right.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
There's nothing quite like a great hometown. At the Young Automotive Group's Cache Valley dealerships, it's our privilege to call Logan home. We not only work to provide you with an exceptional customer experience, but take care of the community. We're committed to driving Logan forward. Visit Young Automotive in Logan today.
Need a spotless home, office, or construction site? Mountain Shine Cleaning gets it done right. Fast, reliable, detailed. Call 435-361-5130. That's 435-361-5130. Shine with the pros at Mountain Shine.
When your car starts making that uh-oh noise, bring it to Cache Valley Auto Care. They speak fluent clunk and squeal. They'll fix it right without upselling things you don't need. Cache Valley Auto Care, behind Home Depot on 200 East in Logan.
Tyson Luthi, a three-time gold winner of the Best of Northern Utah contest, has over 25 years of combined experience with State Farm. If you need auto insurance, Tyson is your guy. Call or visit online at tysonluthi.com.
From what's happening in local political elections to breaking news to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CacheValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CacheValleyDaily.com.
From day one, right down the street, to present day, all over America, Napa and our nationwide network of parts and exceptional service were built for one mission: to keep your business moving full speed ahead.
Green Canyon Canyon High School would like to say thanks to all their Alpha sponsors for supporting Green Canyon sports this year. For a list of sponsors and other athletic information, visit greencanyonhighschoolathletics.org.
DD Auto and Salvage AU, the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC online at advancedheating-ac.com.
Great Basin Graphics does custom t-shirts and creates graphic designs that'll get your business noticed. Amazing colors and designs that seem to jump off the t-shirt. Go to greatbasingraphics.com.
Great Basin Graphics. We made you look, made you look.
Old Gristmill on South Main Logan, 4th North Logan, and now Smithfield offer Cache Valley that famous lunch special and natural bread baked the right way. Get your made-to-order lunch or baked goods at Cache Valley's Best of Northern Utah gold-winning bakery. The Old Gristmill, here for you.
Welcome back to Skyview High School. We're here at halftime. John Newbold and Kason Carlson with you. 14-12, Skyview with the lead here at halftime. And as you can see, they are going through some of the Hall of Fame inductees, alumni, and Athletics Hall of Fame right now here at halftime. And we've got a few first half stats for you. Looking at the Green Canyon Wolves, Monk passing the ball is 15 of 20 passing, 155 yards and 1 touchdown throw. Is what I've got. Schramm is the leading receiver with 7 catches for 102 yards. Pabst, he has 4 catches for 33 yards and a touchdown. Running the ball, Green Canyon, Selman has 3 carries for 10 yards. Monk, 2 carries for 2 yards. Peremski has 4 carries for 9 yards. So they've got 21 yards, Green Canyon does, 29 yards on, 10 carries for the Wolves. For the Skyview Bobcats in the first half, Stokes with 11 carries and 45 yards. Clark, 1 carry, 4 yards. Ballard, 1 carry for 2 yards. Collins with 1 carry. He didn't get any yards. It was a no gain. Jack Clark, the play caller, the quarterback, 11 of 15 passing, 159 yards and 2 TDs. So really similar yardage there by both quarterbacks.
Yeah.
I mean, because I'm sure my stats are official. Receiving for the Bobcats, the leading receiver is Oxborough, 3 catches for 79 yards and a touchdown. Ballard has 3 catches for a total of 13 yards. Cooper Karen had the big 38-yarder and a 12-yard reception, so 2 catches for 50 yards. Carlson, the tight end, had 16 yards receiving on 3 catches, and he had the 1 touchdown. Those stats at halftime brought to you by Advanced Heating and Air Conditioning, a proud sponsor of Green Canyon Wolf Sports on 100.9 Light FM, as the Skyview Marching Band is out there on our halftime here at homecoming. Skyview leading 14-12, Kason.
Yeah, John, as you said, those stats were pretty similar between the 2 teams, and I thought both teams kind of came into this game with the same approach. I think both of them wanted to establish the run, as we saw in those first couple of drives, but as we saw with both teams, both of those drives were 3 and out at the beginning of the game. And as we moved into the late first quarter and into the second quarter, we started seeing these teams taking shots down the field, getting those big throws, getting those big plays. And I think as we go into the second half, I think these teams are still going to search for those big plays, and it's going to be up to the defense to make sure they keep everything in front of them, and to tackle, to rally, and ultimately, if you're the defense, get turnovers. If you're the offense, you do not want to turn the ball over in a 14-12 game.
Again, nobody had any turnovers. Penalties were big on Skyview. So we'll let you listen to some of this halftime here. The Skyview Marching Band and the Skyview Cheerleaders are your halftime performers. We'll let this run for a bit. So the Skyview Marching Band again out there, halftime here in Smithfield, 14-12, and probably after the game they'll do fireworks. I mean, they've been shooting off a cannon each time that Skyview has scored.
I think they shot a couple of fireworks in the first quarter as well over on the north side of the field.
Yeah, and so now the color guard out there as the cheerleaders performed with the band earlier. And now the Skyview color guard out there. Again, we'll let you see some of this. We'll have some score updates coming up as well. We'll have games going on around the region and of the valley. So again, we'll get back to the marching band. Again, it's halftime here in Smithfield. Skyview 14, Green Canyon 12. Here on Light FM 100.9 as well as 106.9 FM and 1390 AM. The Fan. It's the Skyview Marching Band here at halftime performing with the color guard of Skyview, and it looks like the Skyview cheerleaders, and I would guess that looks like the Vistons as well, out at midfield. So we'll get back to the halftime show. It's Skyview 14, Green Canyon 12 here on Homecoming. Again, it's a Skyview Marching Band, Skyview Vistons, as well as the cheerleaders out there. We're going to take a break and hear from some of our Skyview and Green Canyon sponsors as they are here at a long halftime of the Skyview Marching Band. We'll take a break and come back with more of the halftime performance right after this.
Your local cow ranch in North Logan is proud to sponsor high school athletics.
Just what the country needs.
At Adams Wealth Advisors, they believe that successful wealth management is all about planning. Adams Wealth Advisors is here to help. If you're transitioning a business, searching for the most up-to-date tax strategies, need help managing investments, or need help with estate planning, Adams Wealth Advisors has your back.
This is Josh Watts. At Preston Watts Collision and Glass, we have been your #1 resource for collision repair, auto glass replacement, and towing for over 60 years. We are Cache Valley's largest collision repair center. Next time you crash, call Preston Watts Collision and Glass. We do it right.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
There's nothing quite like a great hometown. At the Young Automotive Group's Cache Valley dealerships, it's our privilege to call Logan home. We not only work to provide you with an exceptional customer experience, but take care of the community. We're committed to driving Logan forward. Visit Young Automotive in Logan today.
Need a spotless home, office, or construction site? Mountain Shine Cleaning gets it done right. Fast, reliable, detailed. Call 435-361-5130. That's 435-361-5130. Shine with the pros at Mountain Shine.
When your car starts making that uh-oh noise, bring it to Cache Valley Auto Care. They speak fluent clunk and squeal. They'll fix it right without upselling things you don't need. Cache Valley Auto Care, behind Home Depot on 200 East in Logan.
Tyson Luthi, a three-time gold winner of the Best of Northern Utah contest, has over 25 years of combined experience with State Farm. If you need auto insurance, Tyson is your guy. Call or visit online at tysonluthi.com.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CacheValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CacheValleyDaily.com.
From day one, right down the street, to present day, all over America, Napa and our nationwide network of parts and exceptional service were built for one mission: to keep your business moving full speed ahead.
Green Canyon High School would like to say thanks to all their Alpha sponsors for supporting Green Canyon sports this year. For a list of sponsors and other athletic information, visit greencanyonhighschoolathletics.org.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC online at advancedheating-ac.com.
Welcome back to Skyview High School. It's halftime here on homecoming night, 14-12. Skyview leading Green Canyon. As you can see, this is now the homecoming court and royalty. Only because they're still wearing their jerseys. I see Jack Clark out there and Lincoln Ballard. I didn't hear who else was there. But always an exciting time here at halftime. Any homecoming game is awesome to see the royalty and the marching band perform, and we got to see that, and the Vistons and the cheerleaders all out there. So these score updates now at halftime brought to you by Mountain Shine Cleaning, a proud sponsor of Green Canyon Sports. So at halftime, Bear River 35, Tooele nothing. Skyview will finish the season, the regular season, with Tooele on the road. So we saw what they did to Bear River, Kaysen.
Yeah.
So I'm surprised it's that big of a lead for Bear River.
Yeah, I am as well.
Ridgeline 61. This one in Millville. Deseret Peak 0, just right before the half. Mountain Crest at the half leads 14-7 over Stansbury, and Logan they're not in Region 11, but down in 3A, Logan leads Ogden 14-7 at the half. And that would be a good win for Logan because they only have 13 teams in 3A, Kaysen. Their RPI is 12. So Logan needs some wins, and they might get one tonight, but there's still a whole half to play. But here it's Skyview 14, Green Canyon 12. Green Canyon will start with the ball to start the second half as they will clear the field with all the homecoming royalty and everybody else. And then both teams are out there, Kaysen, but they're going to put 3 minutes on the clock and let these teams warm up. And they still got to clear the field with the marching band and everything as they're getting pictures and everything with the homecoming royalty tonight in Smithfield. I believe Green Canyon, their homecoming would be next week. And Green Canyon, their next game is Bear River in region play. And then Skyview next week. How come I copied the same thing? It's Ridgeline next week. I wrote down Green Canyon twice, but it's obviously not who they're playing. They're playing them right now. And still a whole half to play. But Kaysen, from the Skyview perspective first, what does Coach Alder and the Skyview Bobcats need to do? They have a 14-12 lead, but you'll be starting on defense here to start the second half because Green Canyon will get the ball as they deferred in the first half when they won the coin toss. So what did Coach Alder's message maybe be at half?
Yeah, I think if you're Coach Alder, I think you have to be happy with your offense and your defense for the most part. I feel like the Skyview offense, they moved the ball, didn't have any turnovers. They are in the lead. And I think that Skyview defense has done well for the most part, but we have seen that Green Canyon offense gain more momentum as the game's gone on. I do think that the Skyview defense, when they're at their best and when they've put some pressure on Green Canyon, is when they're blitzing and they're trying to get Monk a little bit uncomfortable. That's when it seems that he's made some bad throws, made some bad decisions. So I think it's crucial that Skyview can get some sort of pressure on him. And I think offensively, as we saw, Skyview moves fast. And I think that it's important that Skyview keeps that speed, that they have 0 turnovers, that they stay on schedule, they stay in front of the sticks, and hopefully be able to get this win out here in the second half.
So if you're Green Canyon and Coach JT, what are you telling your guys? Because you got a lot of momentum. Like you mentioned before that last drive, you got 6 points. You didn't get the 2-point conversion, but now you start with the ball. So what do you think the message was for Green Canyon there in the half?
Yeah, I feel like if you're Coach JT, just let them go, let them loose. That Green Canyon offense has been flowing the last 2 or 3 drives. Monk has looked very comfortable. They've hit number 8, Hayden Schramm, and number 0, Bryson Paps on a few throws. I think you just stay with what's working until Skyview makes you change. And so it'll be interesting to see if Skyview makes any sort of change to their scheme defensively. And if not, if I'm Green Canyon, I'm going to do exactly what I did the first half, especially in that second quarter. And if you're that Green Canyon defense, I think the main thing is just play mistake-free football. Just get lined up, try and match the pace with Skyview, play mistake-free football, do your job, execute well, and you should hopefully be able to come out good.
Yeah, well, we didn't see any turnovers in the first half, and then always in a close game, you can always see that. But both field goal kickers have got range, but we've seen it tonight by Holt. He's knocked one of 44 and 47. I think he had that's his long this season would be 47.
Yeah.
His old long was 44, but I'm pretty sure when I was looking through his stats last year, he kicked a 47, I think, last year, but I'm not exactly positive, but I know it was more than 44, so I think it was 47, but he matched that tonight. But they both have great legs in this matchup. And in a close game like this, a field goal right now wins the game. It's 14-12. So
especially
go ahead.
Skyview, it's fresh on their mind from last week. As we said, Jace Carlson had that game-winning field goal as time was expiring almost to give Skyview that win.
So Carlson kicks it away to start the second half. It's returnable at the 10, up to the 15, the 20 on the right side. He cuts back to the middle of the field. He's got some blocks. He's on his feet to the 30, the 35, and he's taken down there at the 35. A great return of 25 yards. And that's number 2. That's Peremski.
Yeah, that was a great job by Peremski. He initially caught it on the left side of the field, ran up, and then crossed or cut and tried to run and beat everybody to the right side of the field. But that was a great job by number 6, Camden Crawford, on the return team for Skyview. He was able to stay at home, stayed in his lane, and was able to keep Peremski in check and allowed the Skyview defenders to rally and get the tackle.
Yeah, I'm glad that Peremski's okay because he's the one that took the shot that drew the personal foul there in the Skyview end zone. And
he looked good on that run.
Yeah, he did. So off the sideline, they run a guy off. They had 12 men out there, but 2 receivers to each side. 1st and 10 for Monk from their own 36. Skyview shows blitz. It's a run up the middle, and he's met and stopped by the Skyview defense, and he's hurt. Well, he's getting up slow, and that's Peremski again. He's taken some big hits. That's a yard loss. Yeah, Peremski's going to need some ice after the game.
And that was a great job there by number 25, Ryan Bates. Skyview brought some pressure. Ryan Bates, the blitzing linebacker, was the first to get to Peremski, able to wrap him up, and then number 0, Andrew Oxborough, came in and finished the tackle.
So 2nd and 11, the loss of a yard back to the 35. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right for Monk. Takes the snap, looking, he throws over the middle, complete, no, incomplete! In and out of the hands of the receiver as Skyview blows it up. The receiver was Perry as he got absolutely blown up there.
And that was another great job by Andrew Oxborough. It looked like Perry had the ball in his hands, and as Oxborough came in to make that tackle, he swung with his right hand over the top and was able to punch that ball out for an incomplete pass.
Yeah, it would have been good for 5 yards, which we've seen Green Canyon do. They just little dink and dunks for 5 yards, and then they'll go over the top with Paps and Schramm.
And here, Skyview, you have them in 3rd and 11, great position. Do not get beat deep and allow them to get this first down.
3 receivers to the left for Monk. He's back to pass on 3rd and 11. The blitz is on. They hit as he throws. It is caught, I believe. No, incomplete. They rip it out of there. It was right in the hands of the receiver as Monk put it right on the money, Case, and that was a beautiful pass. Dropped it right in the bucket, but the receiver couldn't hold on as Skyview ripped it out of there.
Yeah, Skyview brought a little bit of pressure there, but the Green Canyon line, they gave Monk just enough time to be able to get that pass off. And as Monk made that throw, he was tackled by number 25, Ryan Bates. But as you said, John, beautiful throw, but great coverage there by Oxborough as well as Stetson Summers to tackle the receiver and get the incomplete pass on the play.
4th and 11 for the Wolves. They snap it back on a punt. They get the punt away. It's a high one. Ballard calls for the fair catch. That's not Ballard, is it? And they hit him after a fair catch at the 25. And no flag. The Skyview fans want a flag. There was a definite hit.
Yeah.
After he caught the ball, he called for a fair catch, but no penalty marker at the 26. So Skyview will take over at the 26. But the defense forced a 3 and out.
Yeah, John, if you're the Skyview coaches, that's exactly what you wanted. You got them into a 3rd and long situation. You were able to play great defense and able to get Green Canyon on that 3 and out. And as you said, I thought that should have been a foul as they made contact, but I guess the ref didn't think that warranted a penalty.
1st and 10 Skyview. They've got 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Stokes in the backfield with Clark. They hand off to Stokes. Up the middle, he's popped and taken down. Stokes gets positive yards from the 26, I believe was the line of scrimmage, up to about the 29, so 3 yards for Stokes. 2nd and 7. They hurry up to the line. Sorry, Kaysen.
Oh, you're good. I was just going to say, great job by Keegan Mountcastle on the block there on that run.
So they run it up the middle again, and nothing there. Stokes is pushed back. There's a lot of people. Actually, Stokes went flying forward. I take that back. I thought he was the one pushed back. He actually got to the 31, so 2 yards is where they mark it, and it will 3rd down.
About 6?
Well, they give him, actually, they only gave him 1 yard, so 3rd and 7, or 6. 3rd and 6 from their 30. 3 receivers to the right, or 4 receivers for Clark. Empty backfield. He's going to run. He's got a lot of room. He's to the 40, 50, 45, and taken down. Great job by Jack Clark from the 30.
And yeah, as you said, John, that was great recognition by Jack there. Green Canyon only brought 3 rushers on that play. He was sat back. He was patient. There was nothing open downfield for a 31-yard gain on that play. Just able to read that Green Canyon was a man defense. Nobody was looking at him, and just scrambled for a 31-yard gain on the play.
Empty backfield, 1st and 10. They fake the fly sweep, back to passes. Clark, he rips it over the middle, complete to the 20, and inside the 20, I think that's Stetson Summers.
Yeah, great route there by Stetson Summers. Great throw there by Jack, and he was brought down, I believe, by number 7, Tucker Stokes, the safety for Green Canyon, for a 20-yard gain, I believe.
23, let's see. So 22-yard pass play to Summers.
And Jack Clark threw a quick little pass out to Zach Oxborough on the left side. Great blocks there by the Skyview receivers as he was able to get about a 9-yard gain on the play.
So that was 9 yards to Zach.
And this will set Skyview up on 2nd and 1 on their own 9-yard line.
Yeah, so 1st and goal, or it's a 2nd and 1 actually. for the Bobcats at the 8. So the 2nd and 1 from the 8. Clark is in shotgun. Now he sends Oxborough left to right in motion. They turn around. They're going to...
Oh.
Whoa, he pitched it forward. They tried to get upfield. I don't know if he got the first down. I don't even know what the heck happened.
Yeah, it looked like, I believe that was Jace Carlson. He lined up as a B-back right behind the offensive line on the left side. Skyview ran like they were going to go option to the left. Instead of pitching it to the running back, it looked like Jack did a little shuttle pass to the tight end going the opposite direction, and Jace was able to get a first down on the play.
1st and goal. They hand it off to Stokes from the 5. He gets up to about the 3. So we'll give him 3 yards, actually down to the 2, I think. Clock running. 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. Shotgun formation. 2nd and goal from the 2 for the Bobcats. They go hard count, but Green Canyon didn't come across. Clark looks to the sideline. He's got 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. And he's got Stokes behind him on 2nd and goal at the 2. They hand off. Stokes is into the end zone for 6 from 2 yards out. His first touchdown of the game from... It was a 15th carry, but it's a touchdown from 2 yards out for Stokes.
And John, my grandmother probably could have ran through the hole that Skyview offensive line made. That was perfect. I don't think Xander got touched as he ran in the end zone, and that touchdown gives Skyview, hopefully after this PAT, a 21-12 lead. That makes it a 2-score game. And if you're the Skyview coaches, what a great start to the second half. You get Green Canyon on a 3-and-out, followed up by a long drive for a touchdown.
Snap back, hold down, kick on the way.
No good.
No good for Carlson. So he misses the PAT, and it stays at a 1-possession game, 20-12 here in the 3rd quarter. We'll take a short break and be back right after this.
TysonLuthi.com.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
From day one, right down the street, to present day, all over America.
And there's a penalty marker on the field.
I believe.
When we did, it's on a coach of Skyview. I don't know what happened. When we were at break, Coach Alder's talking to someone. I don't know who it was. It was a coach or a player, but...
I think it was Coach Alder himself. I didn't see the interaction, but I saw the other coaches guiding him towards the sideline.
Well, we don't know what happened. I was looking down. It's a sideline warning on Skyview. I was looking down because we were trying to run our commercials. So when we looked up, we just saw a penalty marker, and I heard some of the fans saying, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa!" So I don't know what happened, but it will be a sideline warning, I believe, on Skyview. I don't know if that's their first or second one. Let's see if they mark off anything. If they don't mark off anything, then it was just a warning. If they do mark something off, then it was a sideline. And it looks like they're going to mark something off there, Kaysen. Let's see.
I wonder, John, if when we had that little scuffle and we had those players run off on the sideline, if they also called a sideline warning on Skyview.
Well, they're not. Nope, they're not backing it up. It looked like the official was going to march it back. He didn't. So whatever happened, it was a sideline warning on Skyview after the missed PAT. But at 20-12, Skyview in the 3rd quarter, 7:46 remaining. Carlson will kick it off, and he just punches it up in the air. They will receive it at the 20. They're going to go up that left side. He's got some room. Gets across the 30. Still on his feet. 40, 50. So I don't know what Skyview's doing as they're just punching it in the air. Carlson's got the leg to get it into the end zone, but obviously they want to work on something. And it's a great field position for Green Canyon as they're at midfield as he broke a tackle at about the 40, Kaysen.
Yeah, John, I'm not exactly sure what Skyview is doing. The first half, I thought their kickoff team had done really well. I thought Carlson had put the ball in the back of the end zone a few times, but here it looks like they're just doing a little bit of a high squib, and Peremski, the returner on the play, initially was met at around the 35-yard line, spun out of the tackle, and was later tackled by Ryan Bates near the 50.
Couple receivers to each side for Monk. 1st and 10, he's going to run option left side. He's going to tuck it and get upfield. And it's on that far side, so we're not sure where he's knocked down. They're going to give him 5 yards to the 45 of Skyview. So 5 yards there by Monk on the option.
Yeah, and that was a great job there by number 54, Michael Stewart, the D lineman for Skyview. Just ran right along the line of scrimmage and able to make that tackle on Monk for about a 5-yard gain.
Wow, this game's had everything. 20-12 Skyview here in the third quarter, but after a great return by Green Canyon on the short kick, they are in business at the Skyview 45, 2nd and 5. Back to pass, Monk looks. Now he tucks it and he's going to run to the left side, and he's taken down, I think, right at the line of scrimmage. Oh, he stretched out. They're giving him about a yard, so we'll give him a yard as well. His 4th carry of the night. He's got, 8 yards on 4 carries as the ball is at the 44, and it will bring up a 3rd and 4 at the Skyview 44. Clock running with 6.5 minutes to go in this third quarter. Both teams 2-0 in region, 3-2 overall. One receiver to the right. 2 running backs in the backfield for Monk on 3rd and 4. Takes the snap, back to pass, looking. Now the pocket breaks down. They're running outside, and he is, taken down. Great recognition by the safety to come up. I think he's shy of the first down. He gained 2 yards, and he needed 4, so I think it will be 4th and 2.
Yeah, and right there, that was great coverage by Skyview as there were no open receivers for Green Canyon downfield. And eventually that Skyview rush got to him, and I don't know if you probably heard me yell. I yelled hold.
Yeah.
But I think the refs missed a hold there on one of the Green Canyon line. But great job there by Monk. He was able to scramble, able to get to a 4th and 1 and give this Green Canyon offense a chance on this 4th and 1.
So they gave him 3 yards. So 4th and 1 at the 41. They need to get to the 40. We'll see what they do. They've got 3 running backs in the backfield, 2 on the hip of each side of Monk and 1 behind him. 4th and 1. Green Canyon takes it, hands off to the deep back. He's got the first down. He needed 1, and he got about 2 or 3 on that left side. And that was I don't know who it was, but it was.
I believe it was Peremski.
Okay, Peremski again. He needed 1, and he got 2, 3 yards. So Peremski was the deep back, and he got the blocks on the left side to the Skyview 38, 1st and 10. So they keep the drive alive on 4th and 1. So 1st and 10 from the Skyview 38. Skyview leading 20-12. 5 minutes to play in the third. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. 2 running backs in the backfield with Monk. Back to pass, looking. Now he throws. Complete. Over the middle to the 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. And he's bumped out of bounds near the 5-yard line. What a play from the 38-yard line. They're going to mark him out. They say he stepped out at the 10, I think.
Yeah.
So from the 38 down to the 10, a 20-yard pass play. Was that Schramm?
I believe that was number 0, Bryson Pabst.
Okay, Pabst.
But on that play, John, again, that was a great job by Monk. That Green Canyon offensive line gave him a lot of time in the backfield, but he was able to scramble around a little bit, kept his eyes downfield, and able to get that completion to Pabst for a big gain.
1st and goal at the 10. For Green Canyon, Monk back to pass, looking, he throws, complete, wide open out of the backfield, touchdown, he walks into the end zone. That's Peremski, 10 yards out, and he was wide open out of the backfield. No one picked him up.
Yeah, John, Green Canyon started with 2 running backs in the backfield, and Peremski just ran a little simple out route from the backfield, and it looked like those Skyview linebackers didn't notice that he leaked out or just a break in coverage, but he was wide open. Monk was able to read it, get it to him, and he was able to run in for the touchdown.
So 20-18, and they're going to just go for the PAT with 4:41. Holt's in for the PAT.
A little bit surprising.
Snap back, hold down, kick on the way, and it is good. So it's 20-19. Skyview clings to a 1-point lead with 4:41 remaining. We'll take a quick break and be back right after this here in the third quarter.
Network of parts and exceptional service were built for one mission: to keep your business moving full speed ahead.
Green Canyon High School would like to say thanks to all their Alpha sponsors for supporting Green Canyon sports this year. For a list of sponsors and other athletic information, visit greencanyonhighschoolathletics.org.
20-19, Skyview clinging to a lead here in the third quarter with 4:41. Great drive by Green Canyon, and it was a 4th and 1 play. They got the first down, and then Peremski took it in on a 10-yard swing pass as he just left the backfield. He was wide open. He just waltzed into the end zone. And then Ballard, though, it's going to go into the end zone. I was going to say that should have been a touchback, but the officials sometimes lets them go.
Yeah.
So Skyview will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20. Again, this game brought to you by Cache Valley Auto Care, a proud sponsor of Green Canyon Wolves Athletics here on Light FM 100.9 and also 106.9 FM and 1390 AM, The Fan.
And John, I know we talked about in those first couple of drives right after that Skyview touchdown, how those Skyview coaches, how they should be excited for how their team came out in the second half. But I think if you're Green Canyon's coaches, I think you have to be excited as well for that last drive. You came out, you went 3 and out, then you gave up a touchdown. And if you're a team that's not very mentally strong, you would have just laid over and died right there. But they came out, got that drive, got that touchdown, and here they are down by 1.
Clark lets Stokes leave the backfield. 1st and 10, they flip it. It's inside. Nice play. You've probably seen Mahomes do that with the Chiefs as Clark, no look, just flipped it forward. That was Ballard this time up the field for 5 yards. That's a pass, right? It was forward. So,
yeah.
So Ballard with the connection there. His 4th catch of the night. 2nd and 5 at the 25. They turn around, hand it off to Stokes. Stokes finds the hole, but he's threw it for about 2 yards and then pushed back and taken down. They give him about 2 yards. That's what I think I'm going to go with, and it will be 3rd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
And it looked like Xander was brought down there by number 36, Braxton Atkinson for Green Canyon.
So 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right for the Bobcats. The ball is right in between the hashes with 3:45 here in the third. 20-19 Skyview. 3rd and 2, though, at their own 28. Stokes leaves the backfield. Clark takes the snap. He throws to Stokes. It's complete. He gets hit, but he's got the first. He breaks the tackle. He had the first down anyways, but he broke the tackle. 2 tacklers of Green Canyon and got upfield to the 33. We'll give him 5 yards.
Yeah, and that was a great job there by Xander. He had 2 Green Canyon defenders who met him in the backfield, and he should have been tackled for what looked like a loss of gain or just right at line of scrimmage, but able to power through those defenders and get the first down.
1st and 10, Clark back to pass. He's got a pocket. He throws complete to Zach Oxborough, and he's knocked out of bounds around the 44-yard line. So an 11-yard play for the first down.
And that was a great job there by number 3, Zach Oxborough. Ran a great route. Great job by Jack putting it right on him for the first down.
So they hurry up to the line on 1st and 10. Stokes right side. He bowls forward. He's on top of everyone. Ooh, they don't give him. He should be up near midfield. They're going to mark him at the 49 as he was on top of people. From the 44, he got 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
And it looks like they shorted him about a yard, but...
So 2nd and 5, 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left for Stokes. Here in the third quarter, 2:45, clock running. Skyview ahead, 20-19. Turnaround, handoffs to Stokes again. The left side this time, he bowls forward, and he's got the first down, I think, in Green Canyon territory at the 46. Or are they going to call him shy? Let's see. I think he's got the first down, but they haven't said anything yet.
We haven't. And they haven't made a signal.
Well, they did.
So there we go.
So 5 yards for the first. 1st and 10, Skyview at the 46. But it slowed Skyview down. They want to go with tempo.
Yeah.
So now they line up 3 receivers to the right. With 2:03, the clock running, it will be under 2 minutes before they snap it. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Stokes in the backfield with Clark. Clark back to pass. Looking. He throws. He's got a man out there.
Oh.
It is incomplete. Great coverage downfield by Green Canyon.
And I believe the intended receiver on the play was number 1, Cooper Karen. With number 0, I believe that's Bryson Pabst. With the coverage on the play.
Great coverage out there.
Yeah.
So 1:48 remaining here in the third. Skyview leads 20-19. Skyview 2nd and 10 at the Green Canyon 46, going right to left towards the north. Turn around, fake the handoff. They throw to Carlson, complete to the 40, and he's across the 40 to the 38. It was just a little swing pass for 9, maybe 10.
And that was a great job there by Jack. That was a simple RPO where where Jace just kind of ran out in the flat. He pulled out of the running back stomach and made that throw.
3rd and 1, they hand off to Ollie Collins. First down as they got up to the line quickly. The line of scrimmage was the 46, and the 36, and they got to the 32. 4 yards for Ollie, and his second carry for the first down. So 1st and 10, you got 2 receivers to each side. They're at the Green Canyon 32. Clark in shotgun, takes the snap, back to pass, looking, has a great pocket. Now he's going to roll left. He throws, he's got a man, complete!
And it's coming back.
They called a hold as it's inside the 10 to the 8. That's a terrible call by the official, but he called a hold.
Yeah, Satili Palmer pancaked the defensive lineman, and as soon as he did that,
he even helped him up.
Yeah,
it's a bad
helped him
call.
Up after, and the ref threw the flag. I personally don't believe that's a hold. I thought that was a great play there by Satili Palmer, and again, great play by Jack as he rolled out to his left. That's a difficult throw, rolling to your left, throwing downfield. But great job there by the receiver, I believe was Zach Oxborough, had the catch on the sideline. Great throw by Jack. Just unfortunate that it'll come back for that holding penalty.
Yep, it takes it all the way back to the 42. I mean, I guess you can't, if you're going to call every pancake block a hold, then there should be a lot more holding calls. So 2 receivers to the right. They hand off to Stokes, and he is met and taken down. He gets 1 yard to the 41.
Yeah, and he was brought down there by number 22, Cooper Johnny, the outside linebacker for Green Canyon, for, I think you said, a 1 yard gain on the play, John?
Yeah, so it'll be second and 19 from the 41. 45 seconds. Couple receivers to each side on 2nd and long. For Clark, Stokes leaves the backfield. Clark all alone back there. They only rush 3. Clark throws, he's got a man, he's in the end zone, touchdown! Oxborough! Wow. 41 yards for the touchdown. What a great route and a great throw by Jack Clark.
Yeah, that was a great job initially there by that Skyview offensive line. They gave Jack enough time in order to make that throw. And great job by Jack, just able to keep his eyes downfield. Zach Oxborough ran right past the defender. Jack was able to see him, put the ball right where it needed to be for that Skyview touchdown.
So a 41-yard TD strike after the hold and a 1-yard run with 29.5 seconds. Carlson on for the extra point. Snap back, hold down, kick on the way this time is good. So Skyview extends their lead to 27-19. We'll keep it here with 29.5 seconds. After Kaysen sends the score to the rest of the broadcast crews, he's going to give us some score updates.
There's those fireworks.
Brought to you by Cal Ranch. Cal Ranch is a proud sponsor of high school athletics here on The Fan.
All right, John. So our first game, we have Mountain Crest and Stansbury, who are currently tied 14-14 at the start of the 4th quarter. Logan currently leads Ogden 20-7 with about 11.5 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Last we heard, Bear River was leading Twilla 35-0 at half, and Ridgeline was leading Deseret Peak 61-0 with 27 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
So that was Clark's 3rd TD pass and Oxborough's 2nd TD catch. He had one of 68 earlier, this one 41, so well over 100 yards receiving for Oxborough, but they just extend the lead to 8 points. This time Carlson booms it into the end zone. It's going to be a touchback. Yeah, the receiver went back into the end zone and then caught it. I thought they might let him go, but they say nope, touchback. It's into the end zone. 1st and 10. But right now in the 3rd quarter, Kaysen, neither team, after the initial 3 and out by Skyview's defense, neither team can stop each other.
Yeah, it looks like these offenses are just pretty much doing whatever they want, running the ball, passing the ball, and it seems like the only way that they've been hurt is when they've hurt themselves, either with penalties or other mistakes.
In the 3rd quarter alone, Skyview 2 touchdowns, Green Canyon 1, so a lot of fireworks here in the 3rd. So Green
Literally
Canyon,
and figuratively.
yeah, no kidding. Green Canyon, 3rd quarter, 1st and 10 from their own 20. They trail 27-19. They're going to hand it off over the middle. Big hole. And he's right up the middle. That's Peremski. He got about 5 or 6 yards before he's wrapped up and taken down to the turf.
Yeah, and Peremski, he was met initially by Andrew Oxborough, but was able to shrug off that tackle and later brought down by a few Skyview defenders.
So Green Canyon huddles up. Clock continues to run under 10 seconds down to 5. 4. I don't think Green Canyon's going to run another play. We're going to head to the 4th. So Skyview has the lead heading to the 4th quarter. They lead by 8 points, 27-19. We'll take a break and be back with the start of the 4th quarter right after this.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC online at advancedheating-ac.com.
Start of the 4th quarter, 27-19. John Newbold, Kason Carlson with you here on Light FM 100.9 as well as 106.9 FM, 1390 AM, The Fan. And your video experience powered by Adams Wealth Advisors if you're watching on CashValleyDaily.com. So 3 touchdowns combined for both teams. Skyview had 2 in the 3rd. Green Canyon 1, and they lead by 8, 27-19. But in the break, just like you mentioned, Kason, Skyview missed an extra point. Carlson did. That would have made this game a 2-possession game. They would have been up by 9, but instead they missed that extra point. And also Green Canyon went for 2 and failed on a 2-point conversion as well.
Yeah, John, that extra point kind of hurts because, as you said, it makes it a 2-score game now. It's still an 8-point game, and Green Canyon's still just 1 score away from tying this up.
So 2nd down and 4 from their own 26, going right to left is Green Canyon. Monk, he pitches it out there, and Skyview was right there to make the tackle.
Oh.
And they're going to call a flag.
They're going to call a late hit.
They're going to call a late hit. The Skyview defenders were running in there, and they had him for a loss. The player, I don't know, I guess the official had a better angle. He was down, and then the Skyview players hit him, but what do you expect them to do? They're running in there, and they tried to pull up, but they hit the running back as he was hit for a loss of about 2 or 3, but instead it will be 15 yards and a 1st down.
And yeah, John, and it almost looked like a little bit of a weird exchange between Monk and Peremski. It looked like he pitched it out to him, and didn't look like he caught it very well, and there was a Skyview defender in his face immediately, and it kind of looks like he just fell to the ground, and a couple of those Skyview defenders made contact after his knee hit the ground.
So the ball will move up. It was from the 26. It's going to move up to, I can't tell, is that the 34-yard line? So it will be a couple of receivers to the left for Monk on 1st and 10. They're going to pitch it out there to this side, and Skyview misses a tackle, but Peremski gets through a couple of defenders and gets 9 yards on that play.
Yeah, that was a great job by Peremski. Caught the pitch to the left side, and number 13, Stetson Summers for Skyview. Initially meant to go meet him at the line of scrimmage. He was able to put a little bit of a shimmy on him and get past for about a 9-yard gain on the play.
So they're up to the 43-yard line, their own 43, here in the 4th quarter, just the start of the 4th quarter. Skyview leading 27-19. 2nd down and 1 for the Wolves. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left for Monk. The ball's on the left hash on the west. Monk back to pass, looking, he throws, he's got a man out there! Incomplete, underthrown, great coverage out there. I think that's Cooper Karen.
Yeah, that was great coverage out there by Cooper Karen. And number 15, Carter Perry was the intended receiver on the play, and Monk just left it way too short. And John, I'm glad that they didn't throw pass interference on that, as that pass was definitely not catchable by the receiver.
Yeah, that ball was at the 25-yard line of Skyview. It was a great throw, just underthrown, but it was a great ball out there, but just better coverage by Karen. So 3rd and 1 back here at the 43-yard line of Green Canyon. They need 1 yard for a 1st. They trail by 8 here. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, 2 running backs in the backfield. Monk takes the snap. He's going to hand it off. And up the middle, he's right at the sticks. He's got the 1st down. Great effort by Przemski as he's up to the 45-yard line. He needed 1. Kason, he got 2. Great effort by Przemski.
Yeah, that was a great job by Peremski. He got met by Jace Carlson right at the line of scrimmage or a little bit in the backfield, just able to keep his feet churning. And number 55, Luke Baker. Luke Baker for Green Canyon. The offensive lineman came in and pushed the pile and helped Peremski get that first down.
So the Wolves huddle up from their own 45. 10:38 left in the game. Skyview leads by 8, 27-19. They're at their own 45, 1st and 10. 2 receivers stacked on the left side. They're going to hand it off right side. Nothing doing that time. Looking for a hole, and Skyview bottles it up. No gain for Peremski that time. He was trying to be patient, but there was nothing that opened up.
Yeah, that was a great job by the front 6 on that Skyview defense. Just no holes there for Peremski. He tried to bounce it around outside, and those Skyview defenders were able to rally and get him for a tackle for no gain.
So someone's down on the field. I don't know if it's a Skyview or a Green Canyon player. It looks like Skyview. So they stop play with 10:04 to play as one of the players is down for Skyview. So while we have this break, we want to bring you some more scores. Old Gristmill is a proud sponsor of the Old Gristmill Bread and Butter Play of the Game. Stay tuned post-game. We'll mention our Old Gristmill Bread and Butter Play of the Game. It's your chance to win loaves of bread from the Old Gristmill if you listen to the Full Court Press on Monday. But here's your scores, so stay tuned post-game for that. Logan 20, Ogden 14 with 7.5 to play in the game. Bear River leading Tooele 35-3 at the end of 3. And Mountain Crest and Stansbury tied up at 14, headed into the 4th. And here it's Skyview 27, Green Canyon 19, and Skyview, the injured player comes off the field. Green Canyon has 2nd and 10 from their own 45. They start the clock, and it will be under 10 minutes to play with this snap. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left for Monk. He's got the 2 running backs, 1 on each of his hips in the backfield. Takes the snap. It's a low snap. He goes down and gets it. He throws complete, and out of the backfield, he's up the field, but he gets out of bounds at about the 48 of Skyview, maybe 47. He'll be shy of the first down. We'll see where they mark it.
And, John, I believe that was the same exact play that Green Canyon ran when they scored their last touchdown. They had Peremski in the backfield. They had 2 running backs in the backfield, Peremski being one of them. Just ran a simple little out route, and those linebackers just weren't able to run with him, as he's able to get a pretty decent gain on that play.
8 yards to be exact. He needs to get to the Skyview 45, and they're at the Skyview 47. 3rd and 2 here with 9:43, clock stopped. 2 receivers to the right, stacked up. 1 to the left for Monk. Takes the snap. He's going to hand it off. It's a bobbled exchange, and it's taken down in the backfield, and that's a late hit on Green Canyon, but they don't call it. They've been calling it all night on Skyview, but they won't call it there. But it's a 4th down and 2, no gain. Nope, they're going to say no gain for Peremski as there was a bobbled exchange that time. So they're going to go for it, it looks like, on 4th and 2 as they huddle up. They trail 27-19.
Yeah, John, as you said, that was not a clean exchange between Monk and Peremski, and Green Canyon, I think, is really lucky to still have the ball because that Skyview D-line, they got through quick, and if that ball was on the ground, I think Skyview would have had a good chance of getting it.
Green Canyon's already converted a couple of 4th downs tonight. This one 4th and 2 at the Skyview 47. Monk in shotgun on 4th and 2, takes the snap. He's going to run the pitch play. He pitches it out there, and it goes out of bounds. Skyview will turn him over on downs as they got a lot of penetration there defensively.
Yeah, that was a great job there by Skyview. Every time that Green Canyon has ran that little speed option play, I think Skyview's played it beautifully. They have people that are guarding the quarterback. They have people for the pitch guy. And there, it looked like Monk just didn't know what to do. He initially faked the pitch, tried to keep it. Skyview defender sucked to him, and he tried to pitch again last second and just wasn't able to connect with the running back. And he did throw it a little bit forward, so the play was an incomplete pass.
So Skyview takes over, and they lead 27-19 with 8:48 left, Kaysen.
With great field position.
Yeah, they're at their own 47. If they can get some points here, it will make it a 2-possession ball game, but the Green Canyon defense has been up to the task most of the times tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So 1st and 10, Skyview going left to right. Couple receivers to the right. Stokes in the backfield. They turn around, they hand it. No, they throw it out there. Complete to Cooper Karen. He's across the 45 to the 44, and he's down. Green Canyon recovers, but they say he's down. So 3, 8, 9 yards on the completion to Karen.
And that was a great job by Jack. They ran a little RPO. He saw the linebacker sucked it on the run, pulled the ball out of the running back's gut, and made a great throw there for
Second
Cooper
and
Karen, I
1.
believe.
Skyview, they turn around, hand off to Stokes. He's got the first down and more to the 40. Still trying to drag him down, and they do. So from the 44 to the 40, 4 yards for Stokes for a first down. That's his 20th carry. And this is really his first game back in like 2 or 3 games. So nice to see him get 20 carries. Wow, I'll have to add it up later. But gain of 4 for a first down. Clock running at 8:05. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. At the Green Canyon 40, 1st and 10 Skyview. Clark backs up now. He's going to take the snap. He hands off to Stokes. Big hole! 35, 30, 25, 20, stiff arm, 20, 15, 10, another stiff arm. Inside the 10 as he just destroys a couple of Green Canyon defenders on the way. Inside the 10, 1st and goal.
Yeah, and that was a great job there by that Skyview O-line. There wasn't anybody within 15 yards of Xander until he got about 20 yards downfield.
And then on 1st and goal, they hand it off to Stokes again after the 30-yard run.
And I believe he was brought down there by number 22, Cooper Johnny, for what looks like about no gain on the play.
So 2nd and goal, no gain at the 7. 2nd and goal, Skyview. Couple receivers to the left for Clark. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, he throws, it's tipped. Great play defensively. I think number 22, Cooper Johnny, who we've called his name a few times on defense, he got his hands up and knocked it down.
Yeah, that was a touchdown-saving deflection. Again, Skyview runs a lot of these RPOs, and Jace Carlson leaked out to the flat, was wide open, and if Cooper Johnny doesn't knock that down, I think Jace Carlson's walking into the end zone.
3rd and goal from the 7 now for the Bobcats. 3 receivers to the left for Clark. Now they look to the sideline. The ball's on the right hash on the west. 3 receivers to the wide side of the field to the east. Now they're looking to the sideline. Now
empty.
Stokes is going to leave the backfield, so you'll have 4 receivers on that wide side of the field. Now they might just call a timeout because Clark's still looking. They're going to let the clock stop, so Coach Alder needs to call a timeout. Now he does. Yeah. But the clock was stopped with 7:12, so it's not like you were running clock, but he calls the timeout. 27-19. We're going to keep it here with 7:12. This is a big 3rd and goal because, yeah, you're in field goal range, Kaysen, and yeah, that will put you up by 2 scores, but a touchdown here creates a lot more separation and you'd feel maybe a little more comfortable, especially after that big 33-yard run that Stokes ripped.
Yeah, John, as you're saying, a field goal here is nice because, yeah, it does make it a 2-score game, but a touchdown just means a lot more because instead of just having a 10-point lead, you can push it. I guess we would have about an 11-point lead because we're up by 8. You can then push it to an even bigger lead, and that puts more pressure on Green Canyon to try and throw the ball downfield, be more aggressive on offense, which can usually lead to turnovers or mistakes.
So I've got Stokes for 103 on 22 carries. 3rd and goal. Clark has it. He hands it off to Stokes. Stokes bounces it outside, and he's taken down at the 4. So he gained 3 yards to the 4, but he's taken down. It will bring up 4th and goal at the 4. And right now, it looks like they're going to go for the extra point here.
Yeah, and that was a great job there by number 7, Parker Lowe, the safety for Green Canyon. Skyview initially tried to run right at the middle, got stuffed by the Green Canyon D-line and linebackers. Xander tried to bounce around the outside, and Parker Lowe came down and made a touchdown-saving tackle.
So Stokes is the holder. This will be about a 22-yard field goal attempt from the right hash for Carlson. Snap back, hold down, kick on the way. It looks good, and it is. So from 22 yards, Skyview makes it a 2-possession ball game, 30-19 with 6:28. We'll take a short break and be back right after this.
Custom T-shirts and creates graphic designs that'll get your business noticed. Amazing colors and designs that seem to jump off the T-shirt. Go to GreatBasinGraphics.com.
Great Basin Graphics. We made you look, made you look.
Welcome back to Skyview High School. 30-19 after the 22-yard field goal by Carlson with 6:28 to play in the game. As now the delayed cannons go off, which is good. I'll never forget, Skyview was playing, we were up in, now I do forget. No, we were up at Shelley, I think, and they shot off cannons. And they shot it off in this big wood. We were in the wooden. It's an old wooden press box, and they shot it off. They didn't tell us, and it shook the whole press box. Brad Stone jumped out of the gym on that one. He lost his mind. On the kickoff, Carlson's gonna kick it. It will be returnable at the 10, and it bounces out of bounds actually, so it's not returnable. It bounced at the 10 and goes out of bounds. Green Canyon will have it with good field position. I don't know if they're trying something different because we know Carlson can kick it into the end zone. So, interesting.
And it looked there like he was trying to angle it a little bit to put it in this right corner, but I don't know. Personally, I feel like if you have a kicker that can kick in the end zone, just kick it in the end zone every time.
So Skyview's defense gets a turnover on downs with 8:48 as Green Canyon couldn't convert a 4th down and 2. And they had good field position, and Skyview ripped off a 33-yard run by Stokes, but they couldn't punch it in as they got 1st and goal at the 10. They couldn't punch it into the end zone, and they settled for a 22-yard field goal that gave them the lead 30-19, and Green Canyon's back on the field starting from their own 35. They trail 30-19 with 6:28 to go. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Running back on the left hip of Monk. 1st and 10, Monk back to pass. He's looking, he gets hit as he throws, complete across the middle, breaks a couple tackles, still on his feet at midfield, taken down. That's Edelmeyer.
Yeah, and that was
8, excuse me.
Yeah, that was number 8.
That was Stram.
Stram. And John, we haven't really called his name that much in the second half. He had a very great first half. I think he said he had over 100 receiving yards, but to my knowledge, that's the first or second catch that he's had here in the second half. So great job by that Skyview defense, but right there, great job by Monk. That Green Canyon offensive line gave him enough time to get that strike to Stram, and he was eventually brought down by number 34, Brett Carling, near midfield.
So 15 yards to the 50, 1st and 10, right at midfield. On 3 receivers to the right for Monk again. He's going to roll out to the right side, still rolling. Throws complete and taken down right away across the 50 to maybe the 47. We'll see.
And the receiver on that play was number 15, Carter Perry. And it looked like that throw was a little bit behind him, and he kind of caught it with one hand. And if he wouldn't have got a hand on that, I think Skyview defender trailing him would have had a good chance at an interception.
So 3 yards to Perry, and it will bring up 2nd and 7. Clock running at 5:42, 30-19 Skyview. They're at the Skyview 47. Monk takes the low snap, back to pass, lots of time, he throws out there, oh, he misses him. The player out there, I think, was Schramm, had a step on the defender, Stetson Summers, but it's incomplete, just over his head, and it will be 3rd and 7 now from the 47 with 5:31 remaining.
Yeah, I believe that Schramm lined up on the in the slot, whereas usually he's the outside receiver, ran a little bit of a corner route, got behind the cornerback, but the receiver, number 13, Stetson Summers, able to be there to help on the pass breakup.
So 3rd down and 7 from the Skyview 47 for Green Canyon. Couple receivers to each side. Monk back to pass. The blitz picked up, thrown incomplete over the middle. He tried to hit Schramm again. Great coverage by Cooper Carlson that time.
Yeah, that was a great job by Cooper Karen.
Man.
Mixing them all up, but that was a great job there by Cooper Karen. Skyview brought pressure on that play, and I thought the Green Canyon offensive line did a good job. They gave Monk just enough time to be able to get that throw off, but great coverage there by that Skyview secondary, especially Cooper Karen on that pass breakup.
So another 4th down here with 5:27 remaining. 4th and 7 for Green Canyon, 30-19 Skyview, as Cooper Karen just made a great play, but this is the longest 4th down play they've gone for. This time they have to, though.
And John, you feel like this is the game right here. If you don't get this down 11 with 5.5 minutes left, it almost feels
Monk takes the snap. The rush is on. They throw it out there. Incomplete. No flag. Great coverage downfield by the Bobcats. Is that Stetson Summers?
I think it's Brett Carling.
Okay, Carling out there.
Number
Incomplete.
34. And as you said, John, you could not have played better coverage than Brett Carling played right there. They tried to go one-on-one on the outside with their outside receiver. Brett Carling stayed on his inside hip, got his head around, able to get his hand on the ball and be able to get that pass breakup.
So with 5:22 remaining in the game, they turn it over again. Skyview will have the ball with first and 10 from their own 47. I'll tell you, the one thing the officials have done, they've kept this game moving. They don't, even in the change of possession, they're already blowing the whistle.
Yeah.
So here we go, first and 10, Skyview with a 30-19 lead and 5:22 to go. Clark takes it. He's going to hand off to Stokes, who's met in the backfield, but he goes forward. He falls forward for maybe a yard or two. Let's see.
And John, right here, this is the testament to a good team. Green Canyon knows that Skyview's going to run the ball. Skyview knows they're going to run the ball. Everybody in the stadium knows they're going to run the ball. Are they going to be able to do it and run this clock out? And, John, as we said, there's about 4 minutes and about 55 seconds left in this game. Skyview has an 11-point lead. Personally, I think that the only way that they can let Green Canyon back into this game is with turnovers. So if you're the ball carrier, carry the ball with 2 hands. If you're the quarterback, make smart decisions, make smart reads.
Couple receivers to each side on 2nd and 9. Turn around. No, they're going to throw this time. It's complete. And he stays in bounds. I think gets across the 50 to the 49. Clock will continue to run. Let's see, 2, 3, 4 yards. Zach Oxborough with a 4-yard reception. He's got 7 receptions.
And again there, another great read by Jack. Saw the outside linebacker crash, made the throw out there to Zach Oxborough, who was able to stay in bounds and keep that clock running.
3rd and 6 at the Green Canyon 49. Got 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Clark looks to the side now with 4 minutes to play. They get the play call from the sideline. The back judge starts counting for the delay of game. Clark gets it off. 3rd and 6, back to pass. Lots of time. Nice. Complete. First down, and he's knocked out of bounds. Cooper Karen with a fantastic route. The clock stops at 3:43, but Skyview's got the first down at the 36-yard line, so a 13-yard pass play for the first.
And just beautiful execution there by the entire Skyview offense. That offensive line, Green Canyon brought a little bit of pressure to try and rush Jack. That Skyview offensive line was able to contain that pressure, gave Jack enough time to make that strike downfield, and what a beautiful route there by Cooper Karen. Number 20, Jackson Calderwood, was the corner on the play guarding Cooper Karen, and he was also assisted by number 22, Cooper Johnny, and Jack was able to put it right in between both of them for a big completion.
Well, something we rarely see, a huddle by Skyview.
Yeah.
Now they come to the line. Now they wound the clock. I thought he got out of bounds, but they wind it with 3:05. It's ticking down. Skyview, 1st and 10. They take the snap. They hand off to Stokes to the right. Finds a crease. He gets a couple yards from the 36 up to about the 33. We'll give him 3 yards. That's his 25th carry. 2nd and 7. With Green Canyon has 3 timeouts. They trail 30-19 with 2:42. Skyview's at the Green Canyon 33 with that lead. So Green Canyon needs a turnover, and they need it quick. Mm-hmm. And then they need to score quickly, too. But Skyview's got the ball, and they're just letting that clock run.
Yeah, and great job here by that Skyview offense and Jack of making sure that they're waiting until that ref starts moving his hands before they go into the next play.
They snap it. It's going to be a false start on Skyview. With 2:17 to play, it will make it 2nd and 12, a 5-yard penalty on the Bobcats.
Yeah, John, and that's just a mental error right there. I mean, if you get a first down here, you can pretty much put the ball game away. I still don't think Green Canyon has much hope, but this gives them maybe a little bit more of a shred of hope. Having Skyview get behind the sticks.
So it goes back to the 38-yard line. 30-19, Skyview leads with 2:17 to play. 2nd and 12. And now clock's running. 2:10 left to play in the game here. Clark has it, 2nd and 12 from their own Green Canyon's 38. They take the snap, hand off to Stokes. He bounces it outside, uses a stiff arm. Can't really get away from the defender this time. Clock's rolling as they get to the 36, a 2-yard run. And now the timeout by Coach JT with 1:52 left. It will bring up a 3rd down and 10 for the Bobcats. And we've got plenty of scores coming in. Young Automotive brings you this game here on CashValleyDaily.com. But they bring you these score updates. Kason, what do we have?
All right, well, we currently have Stansbury and Mountain Crest who are locked in a close game. Mountain Crest currently leads Stansbury 26-21 with about 2 minutes left in the fourth, and that game's gone back and forth. Ridgeline beat Deseret Peak 70-0 as that is the final score between those two. Ogden lost to Logan 20-14 as that is the final over there. And the last score that we've heard of from Bear River and Tooele was 35-7 as Bear River was leading Tooele at the end of the third.
So again, next week Skyview has Ridgeline here, and Bear River will be at Green Canyon for homecoming. Stockton Jukes will be back on the call for Green Canyon on 100.9 Light FM. 30-19 here, Skyview with the lead. 3rd and 10 though at the Green Canyon. 36, 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Takes the snap. Clark pump fakes, double move. He throws. He's got a man out there. And
PI.
And there's the flag. It's PI as the double move. The Skyview player, I believe, is Cooper Karen out there. He went and out and up, and the defender was beat and just came, and the PI will go against Green Canyon, and Skyview will have an automatic first down.
Yeah, again, that was a great route there by Cooper Karen. Was able to get past the defender and looked like he had a touchdown. Jack left it just a little bit short. Cooper came back for the ball, made a little bit of contact with the DB, and Skyview finally got a call to go their way this game.
So the 15 yards, I don't know, I won't say it's over because I've seen too many crazy things in high school football, but Skyview with a 30-19 lead at the Green Canyon 21, 1st and 10 with 1:45 left. Green Canyon with 2 timeouts, Skyview with 2 timeouts. But like I said, I've seen too many crazy things, Kason, to say it's over. But with 1:45, it's looking really positive for Skyview to have a happy homecoming tonight. They turn around, they hand off to Stokes. He's bottled up and taken down. Timeout right at 1:39. No gain that time. Stokes, his first game back after a couple, he's got 27 carries. He's over 100 yards. I think he's got, I want to say he has 1 rushing touchdown, but I actually don't have it circled. So yeah, he did a 2-yard. Yeah, oh, there it is, circled. His 15th carry. It was in the third quarter, a 2-yard TD run. So 1 touchdown, over 100 yards today. So really good game by both teams. Honestly, I got to be honest, I thought it was going to be a defensive battle. I thought it would be low scoring. And for the most part, it kind of was in the first half. But Skyview, they got that 3-and-out in the third quarter on the first possession by Green Canyon. And then Skyview scored 2 touchdowns in the third to extend their lead here.
Yeah, John, like you said, both of these defenses have been talented, and we thought that they were going to be able to stop these offenses a little bit. But as you said, both of these offenses, my goodness, have looked great, especially in the second and third quarter. And Skyview here running the ball in the fourth quarter.
So 2nd down, they run it on Stokes on the left side. He breaks a couple of tackles. He's got about 8 or 9 yards. And now the last timeout by Coach JT. So it was 2nd and 10 from the 21, and I think he got down to the 12, maybe the 13. I'm trying to see what they mark it down.
The ref on the far side of the field looked like it would be about 3rd and 1.
So they're going to mark it.
But I think it'll be about 3rd and 2.
Yeah, I think it's 3rd and 2. I think they, well,
about
from the 21 to the 12. So, yeah, he got.
Yeah.
We'll give him 9 yards is what I'm going by the scoreboard, and they have a spotter. So 9 yards. It's 3rd and 1. So by the scoreboard, we believe Green Canyon used their final timeout with 1:30 left. So if they get a stop here, Skyview will have a 4th and 1 if they get the stop because it's 3rd and 1.
Yeah.
And Skyview's coming out from the sideline. They've got the ball kind of towards the left hash. Zach Oxborough, the lone receiver, I think, down here on the wide side of the field. 2 receivers to the left. Stokes behind Clark on 3rd and 1 from the 12 of Green Canyon. Now they look to the sidelines. 30-19 Skyview. A first down will pretty much end the game. So let's see here. Clark takes a snap. He hands off to Stokes. Stokes up the middle. first down to the 10, I believe. They're going to mark him at the 11. He only needed 1 yard, and he got it for the first down. And Skyview, as soon as they roll the clock with a minute 25, the Skyview fans can smell victory.
Yeah, and Skyview should be able to just come out in victory formation here and kneel the ball out, and the game should be over.
So Skyview, Green Canyon had won the last 2 matchups between these squads. Skyview's going to finally get the victory after those 2 losses. And as they lead by 11 here, 30-19. Clock runs at 1:05. Skyview's down to 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line of Green Canyon. Clock under a minute to go. They're waiting for them to count, and they'll line up in victory formation. So Clark goes under center, takes the snap and kneels down once. He'll have to do it one more time because there's 45 seconds on the clock. So Skyview's going to get the victory, Kaysen, but what a hard-fought victory it was for the Bobcats. A great second half because it looked like Green Canyon had a ton of momentum coming into the second half.
Yeah, that was a great job by Skyview. I thought they played extremely well all 4 quarters on both sides of the ball and on special teams. And as you said, Green Canyon, they gained a lot of momentum in that second quarter, but Skyview came out in that third quarter, put a stop to it, got that lead, and never let it go.
So Clark takes one more knee, and the Skyview Bobcats celebrate as they come to the sideline. Excuse me, as the time goes 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Skyview with the victory, 30-19. Stay tuned for our post-game show. We'll have Coach Alder and a player, as well as our Old Gristmill bread and butter play of the game. Stay tuned for that. It's your chance to win some loaves of bread from the Old Grist Mill. But again, the final from Skyview on homecoming night, Skyview 30 and Green Canyon 19. We'll be back right after this.
4th North Logan and now Smithfield offer Cache Valley that famous lunch special and natural bread baked the right way. Get your made-to-order lunch or baked goods at Cache Valley's Best of Northern Utah gold-winning bakery. The Old Grist Mill, here for you.
Your local cow ranch.
Your local cow ranch in North Logan is proud to sponsor high school athletics.
Just what the country needs.
At Adams Wealth Advisors, they believe that successful wealth management is all about planning. Adams Wealth Advisors is here to help. If you're transitioning a business, searching for the most up-to-date tax strategies, need help managing investments, or need help with estate planning, Adams Wealth Advisors has your back.
This is Josh Watts. At Preston Watts Collision and Glass, we have been your #1 resource for collision repair, auto glass replacement, and towing for over 60 years. We are Cache Valley's largest collision repair center. Next time you crash, call Preston Watts Collision and Glass. We do it right.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
There's nothing quite like a great hometown. At the Young Automotive Group's Cache Valley dealerships, it's our privilege to call Logan home. We not only work to provide you with an exceptional customer experience, but take care of the community. We're committed to driving Logan forward. Visit Young Automotive in Logan today.
Need a spotless home, office, or construction site? Mountain Shine Cleaning gets it done right. Fast, reliable, detailed. Call 435-361-5130. That's 435-361-5130. Shine with the pros at Mountain Shine.
When your car starts making that uh-oh noise, bring it to Cache Valley Auto Care. They speak fluent clunk and squeal. They'll fix it right without upselling things you don't need. Cache Valley Auto Care, behind Home Depot on 200 East in Logan.
Tyson Luthi, a 3-time gold winner of the Best of Northern Utah contest, has over 25 years of combined experience with State Farm. If you need auto insurance, Tyson is your guy. Call or visit online at tysonluthi.com.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CacheValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CacheValleyDaily.com.
From day one, right down the street, to present day, all over America, Napa and our nationwide network of parts and exceptional service were built for one mission: to keep your business moving full speed ahead.
Green Canyon High School would like to say thanks to all their Alpha sponsors for supporting Green Canyon Sports this year. For a list of sponsors and other athletic information, visit greencanyonhighschoolathletics.org.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC online at advancedheating-ac.com.
Great Basin Graphics does custom t-shirts and creates graphic designs that'll get your business noticed. Amazing colors and designs that seem to jump off the t-shirt. Go to greatbasingraphics.com.
Great Basin Graphics. We made you look.
Old Gristmill on South Main Logan, 4th North Logan, and now Smithfield offer Cache Valley that famous lunch special and natural bread baked the right way. Get your made-to-order lunch or baked goods at Cache Valley's Best of Northern Utah gold-winning bakery. The Old Gristmill, here for you.
Your local cow ranch.
Your local cow ranch in North Logan is proud to sponsor high school athletics.
Just what the country needs.
At Adams Wealth Advisors, they believe that successful wealth management is all about planning. Adams Wealth Advisors is here to help. If you're transitioning a business, searching for the most up-to-date tax strategies, need help managing investments, or need help with estate planning, Adams Wealth Advisors has your back.
This is Josh Watts. At Preston Watts Collision and Glass, we have been your #1 resource for collision repair, auto glass replacement, and towing for over 60 years. We are Cache Valley's largest collision repair center. Next time you crash, call Preston Watts Collision and Glass. We do it right.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
There's nothing quite like a great hometown. At the Young Automotive Group's Cache Valley dealerships, it's our privilege to call Logan home. We not only work to provide you with an exceptional customer experience, but take care of the community. We're committed to driving Logan forward. Visit Young Automotive in Logan today.
Need a spotless.
Welcome back to Skyview High School, 30-19. Skyview with the victory over Green Canyon. John Newbold, Kason Carlson with you here on the postgame show as we're just trying to go through total yards, but what a game here in Smithfield on homecoming night. Napa Auto Parts, the best part of the game. So as we go through stats, it looks like we'll go through Green Canyon stats and we'll get to the scores, but Green Canyon passing, that was Monk, right?
Yeah,
200.
Monk.
So Monk passing had 211 yards passing, and the boxes around it, how many, you're adding that up? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so Ethan Monk, as John said, had 211 yards passing on the day with 1 touchdown, I believe. And he had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Had 19 completions.
So he was 19 of 32, I think.
Yeah, 19 of 32 for 211 yards and a touchdown and 0 interceptions.
So Monk there, and then on the flip side, Clark for Skyview was 21 of 27, 350 yards passing and 3 touchdowns for the Bobcats here on homecoming. As you can see on CacheValleyDaily.com, Shane Larson going around the stadium. You can see all the Skyview students circling the team who's in the middle at midfield as they sing the Skyview song, the school song with the victory, 30-19. Running the ball for Skyview, Xander Stokes, 29 carries, 121 yards rushing and 1 touchdown. He was averaging 4 yards a carry. Receiving the ball for the Bobcats, Oxborough had a big night. Let's see, 68 and 41. So 109 with those. Let's see. So 139, 143, 148. Oxborough, I've got him for 154 yards receiving. Let's see, 2 touchdowns on 7 receptions. 154 yards, 2 TDs on 7 catches. Big night for Zach Oxborough. The long one was the 68-yarder that he had. He also had a touchdown of 41. The other touchdown reception was Carlson had a 5-yard touchdown reception. He finished just over, 18. So he finished with about 20-some-odd yards receiving.
Yeah, and for Green Canyon, their leading receiver was number 8, Hayden Schramm, who had a very big second and third quarter for the Green Canyon Wolves. He led with 8 catches, and he also had 117 receiving yards. The leading rusher for the Green Canyon Wolves was number 2, Huston Peremski, who had 11 rushes for 17 yards on the day.
So there's your stats brought to you by Preston Watts Collision and Glass. What a crazy game here, Kaysen, for homecoming, but not as crazy as Mountain Crest and Stansbury. Mountain Crest led 26-21 with 2:06 in the fourth quarter, and they never sent us a final, but we know the final.
Yeah.
What happened was, go ahead, you heard it.
Yeah, so we were watching it on somebody's phone in the other room, and I just barely caught the end of it. It looked like Stansbury had drove down the field with 6 seconds left. It was either first, second, third, or fourth and goal, I'm not sure. But they were able to get in for a touchdown with about 6 seconds left and kick the extra point. So I believe the final score over there was 28 Stansbury, 26 Mountain Crest, with that touchdown coming in the final few seconds of that game for Stansbury.
So, wow, so Mountain Crest will start, let's see, they must have won, I can't remember if they had.
They are 0-2. Because they lost to Ridgeline.
Oh, yeah, they lost to
Ridge.
So they've played all the tough teams. Ridgeline, they lost to Skyview last week on a last-second field goal, and then heartbreak again for homecoming as they lose with 6 seconds left. Stansbury scores, but someone's letting me know that Mountain Crest in a tie ball game went for 2 instead of kicking an extra point earlier, too. So who knows what's going on out there. But 30-19 here as we're here on the postgame show. John Newbold, Kaysen Carlson, we're waiting for Coach Alder and one of his, we hope to get a player too. And here's Coach Alder. We'll see. Oh. Okay. Well, hopefully Cooper doesn't beat me up, Coach. I'll tell you why, but go ahead and take that as we go to the webcam here. Let's get Coach Alder. Well, Coach, first of all, congratulations on the victory. That had to be a heck of a ball game to get the victory, stay undefeated in region. But my goodness, what a game here in Smithfield for homecoming.
It's fun. Great opponent. Green Canyon's going to play tough. Obviously, you knew they were going to come in here with a lot of energy. You know, they want to defend what they've done the last 2 times against us. They got some great players. Their coaches do a great job of developing and making the most of what they got. And it was about staying poised for us and controlling what we can control. Had to overcome, it's not like we blew them out and could just coast through that. It's not going to happen. It's just, it's a tough region. Everybody's good. Had to overcome some officiating I didn't like. That's
you let him know.
Yeah, I let him know. And I talked him out of not a personal foul.
Okay.
I appreciated that.
Well, talk about, aside from that, isn't it nice you got the running game going? It seems like it's been tough to get the rushing game going, but tonight you guys stuck to what you want to be and who you are, and you got the rushing game tonight. Yeah,
and stuck with it. Didn't panic. If we get tackled for a loss, we just got to challenge our guys to be better. And of course, number 22, Xander Stokes. It's great to have him back. He's going to get yards where others can't. He converts the 4th down here. When we throw it into the flat, he just single-handedly runs people over and gets the first down. And that's the effort, and that sets the tone and makes everybody else feel comfortable. So we got enough blocks, and we got the first downs when we need to, and we're able to take a knee, and it feels great.
Yeah, it does. It's got to feel great. And defensively, talk about your defense, because there wasn't technically any turnovers like fumbles or interceptions, but you turned them over on downs 2 or 3 times tonight. I mean, that's got to feel good to see your defense do that and then get back on offense and get your rhythm going.
Absolutely. I think we played a fairly complete game tonight. Kicking game maybe wasn't as good as it usually is with Jace, but those are going to happen. But I trust the defense 100% that when it was time to get stops, they did. And they kind of always have. They gave up some scores and this and that, but in the end, we got a lot more stops than they stopped us, and that's what we ask of our defense is to get us the ball back and get the stops and go put the game away. So it was a fairly complete game against a really good opponent.
Yeah, Coach, and again, congrats on the win, but I just wanted to ask you, with this week being homecoming and again playing your big rival in Green Canyon, how are you able to keep those players poised and focused throughout the week as they kind of have these distractions?
Well, they were excited. They were excited to play, but it's a busy week.
Yeah.
You've been there, and maybe you have the secret sauce to how to do that, because they were enjoying homecoming, and I want these kids to enjoy homecoming. Look out there on the field. This is what it's all about, is those kids being kids, enjoying one of the best times of their lives right here. So we told them from early, go enjoy the activities, but also manage your time, manage what you need to so you can be your best on Friday night. And one of the things I said is the chief cause of failure and unhappiness is trading in what you want most for what you want at the moment. So this week that's really in play. Don't trade in what you want most for what we want at the moment. But I certainly wanted them to enjoy the week and fuel off that energy and the crowd and have it turn into us reaching a peak performance rather than being uptight. And I don't think homecoming, all the activities played a role. It certainly helped us.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, Coach, just congratulations again. We'll let you get out of here, but thanks for spending some time with us on the post game. Congratulations on the victory. You've got Ridgeline next week, but we'll let you hand it over to Cooper Karen coming in here for you. But congratulations.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Congrats, Coach.
Appreciate it.
Again, Coach Alder joins us. 30-19, Skyview gets the victory on homecoming. A great victory, and now one of the stars of the game and throughout the season. And I do know his name, despite what Cache Valley Daily might show you in some of the past ones.
It's a little easier with the number 1.
Yeah, and I still screw it up. So, but Cooper, congratulations. This has got to feel good. You guys got the victory over a crosstown rival, and I mean, how good does it feel to get a victory, not only over Green Canyon, but in front of your fans on homecoming night?
It feels so good. I mean, this week has been so exciting. The atmosphere just at school, Alder was saying it in our pregame speech, and he just said, I've never seen a community just come together like this, and there's so many people here. It was just an atmosphere that I was so excited to play, and it feels so good. They beat us the last 2 times, and we definitely wanted that one back last year, so it feels so good.
Well, 82 yards receiving on 4 catches. The big one was a 38-yarder. I don't know if you remember that off the top of your head, but if you do, talk to us about what you saw on that play and what happened on that play to get open for that 38-yarder.
That ball is just a straight vert, and we've been talking all week saying, we can test their corners, me and Zach, we can throw it up, and Zach obviously had a great game too. So Jack just threw it up to me and just got a 50-50 ball and ripped it out, and it was a great play, great ball. I'm glad he trusted me enough to throw it.
Yeah, and also talk about the out and up. You had the out and up or the hook and up, and on that pass interference that got you guys the first down.
Yeah, we were in the huddle, we're figuring out what to do. It was 3rd and 10, and we knew their corners would bite on that, and so I just sat there for a second and went, and luckily I was able to draw the PI to get the first down.
Yeah, Cooper, I just wanted to ask you, it felt like every time Green Canyon scored, you guys responded with a score.
Yeah.
So what's that mentality as you're coming off the sideline, you just barely saw Green Canyon score and you're going into offense?
Yeah.
What's that mentality like going into that next drive?
Well, our offense is so explosive, and last week we had so many plays we wanted back, and so this week we just kind of let loose, and we wanted to give our defense a good job from last week. They bailed us out last week, and so this week we decided we needed to step up and make those plays, and we didn't let their touchdowns get us down at all.
Again, Skyview with the victory, 30-19 on homecoming. Got a couple more questions for you. You play defense too, so what is it like to to play defense and still like have to maintain like that, I guess, that mentality the whole time, because you're focused on offense and then you're back on defense. You really don't get a lot of time to take a break. What is that like to be playing on both sides like that?
Yeah, it's definitely so hard, but it's so fun. And there's some times where, like, after a big defensive stop, or if like I messed up on defense, I'd like to be on the side and getting coached up, but I just love going out there on offense too after and making plays. And at the start of the season, it was tough not being as conditioned, but I feel like it's been getting better every week.
Well, the one last question I have for you, what was the discussion at halftime? You guys only led 14-12 at the half. Green Canyon had the ball. Defensively, you guys came out, forced a 3-and-out, and got it back, and then went right down the field and scored. What was the discussion like at halftime to kind of get the edge back, I guess?
Yeah, our halftimes are all similar. It's never about like we need to change this and we need to change this. It's always we need to do better on our part because it's nothing they're doing. And so we decided like our defense stepped up big time at halftime, and we decided to step up, and that's all it was. There's no really big adjustments.
Well, Kaysen, do you have anything else for Cooper before we let him go?
I guess I'll just finish by asking, how good does it feel to beat Green Canyon?
It feels so good. It feels so good. Yeah. I'm so glad.
Well, congratulations. We'll let you give a shout out before you give the mic back to us.
Just want to shout out my family, and then also we got the Cacereses over for the weekend. They're from Florida, and they came to watch, so glad they got a good game.
All right. Well, congratulations again, and thanks for being our post-game guest. Thanks, Cooper.
Nice job, Cooper.
So, again, Cooper Karen, he's been in the program for a couple years now as a starter and doing a fantastic job on both offense and defense for Skyview. Again, Skyview victorious 30-19. We're here on the post-game show. John Newbold, Kaysen Carlson. We went through the stats. Let's go through our final scores before we get to the Old Gristmill bread and butter play of the game. So final scores that we have, let's see here. Do you have those, Kaysen?
Yeah, we can start with Bear River and Tooele. Bear River beat Tooele 35-16, as that was the final score over there. Mountain Crest and Stansbury, as we said, Stansbury scored on a play with 6 seconds left to take the lead and beat Mountain Crest 28-26. Ridgeline ended up beating Deseret Peak 70-0, and Logan ended up beating Ogden 20-14.
All right, so that's your scores. Now for our Old Gristmill bread and butter play of the game. It's your chance to win loaves of bread from the Old Gristmill. If you listen to the... Okay, good. Oh. Good. I knew we were still getting Jack, but Jack's signing autographs, kissing babies, and taking pictures with the fam. Jack Clark joins us on the post-game show. And, Jack, here's what we've got for you. 21-27 passing, 350 yards and 3 TDs. Talk about your offensive line, though. You had a clean pocket most of the night.
Yeah, I don't think I've been sacked in about 3 games. They're doing absolutely amazing. I can trust the pocket, step up, and it works really well.
Well, how good does it feel to get a victory? I mean, you guys are still undefeated in region play, and, I mean, you're starting out with, I guess, on paper, maybe the tougher teams because you've already beaten Mountain Crest on the road and Bear River on the road. Now you come back home and get a victory. So that's a feather, in your cap. Talk about how region play, how it started for you guys, and how good it feels to be off to a 3-0 start in region.
It's awesome. We kind of had the same start as last year, We wish we could have had a couple of them back in the preseason, but not bad. But we came into region, and we were ready to turn it on, and we've been doing pretty good.
Well, one of the things that I've enjoyed watching you the last couple of years is when you can't find an open receiver, you'll tuck it and run, and you're not afraid of contact. But just talk about what you see. Kaysen was a great runner as well when he played quarterback here at Skyview. But talk about what that is as a quarterback when you go through your wide receiver tree there, and then the progressions, and then you run. How does that all come about?
It feels good, to be honest. You make sure you check down everyone, and then the line keeps a pretty good pocket that I can find pretty good holes and get going.
Yeah. Well, Kaysen, why don't you ask a question? You're quarterback to quarterback here.
Yeah, I guess my only question is, we talked to Cooper, we talked to Coach Alder about just the emotions of this week. You have Green Canyon, who's obviously your rival, and then with homecoming, as a leader on the team, and you're out there, how do you try and keep your players in check, keep those emotions in check, and focused on what you want to accomplish.
Yeah, of course emotions always get high, but I think our team's pretty good at tuning out how many people could be here.
Yeah.
It could be 2,000 people or 0 people, and it wouldn't matter. And we just keep building off of little things. Sometimes things mellow out, but once we get something going, we all build up, and it's really nice.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, Jack, from where we're at in the press box, your family's right in front of us.
Yeah.
And so it's always good to watch your cheer-in section. But, I mean, it's got to feel good to have that support, too, from family and friends.
Yeah.
But so going forward, what do you guys, talking to Cooper, he says you guys, your halftimes are about all the same. You just got to focus on yourselves. So how do you keep that focus? Because, you're midway through the season. You want to clean stuff up, I'm sure. But how do you just keep that ball rolling as you've got a tough Ridgeline team, the number 1 team in the state in 4A coming into your house next week?
Yeah, we just got to keep practicing good, just doing all the little things. With offense, it comes down to the little things, doing all those things. Ridgeline's a good team, and we're gonna need a good game for that.
All right. Well, Jack, we'll let you give a shout out before you head back down and sign some more autographs. I'm sure that's what you're doing, taking some pictures.
I got a couple shout outs. First off, Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Okay. There you
go.
And then next is Tammy. Want to shout out Tammy for coming to the game and my family.
Oh, nice. And what? I'm glad you got the shout outs, but I forgot. Homecoming royalty.
Yeah.
Right? Like, congratulations to that. That's part of the whole. So you got a good date tomorrow and a fun time tomorrow?
I have a beautiful date.
Okay.
You would not believe.
We got the date already planned. We're not doing that tonight.
Your mom didn't plan it. You guys did, right?
We tried, yeah.
50-50.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Jack, enough with our bull crap. Why don't you get down and enjoy the night? Congratulations on the victory.
Congrats. Good game.
Thank you.
So, again, the Bobcats get the victory, 30-19. Want to thank Jack for taking some time. I joke about the signing autographs, but he's down there taking pictures and just enjoying that great atmosphere after the victory. But back to our old gristmill bread and butter play of the game. Listen to Eric Franson, Jason Walker on the Full Court Press on 106.9, 1390 AM, The Fan, on Monday between 4 to 6 p.m. They usually call for it in the 5 o'clock hour. I'll give you a hint. But usually it's in the 5 o'clock hour. But anytime during the 4 to 6 2-hour block of the show, the Full Court Press, when they ask for the bread and butter play of the game, if you can call in when they give you the number and tell them that the bread and butter play of the game was in the third quarter, it was Skyview got hit with the holding penalty, right? And then they came back 2 plays later and hit Zach Oxborough on a 41-yard strike right down the middle with 29 seconds in the third quarter, and Skyview got the lead out to 8 points, 27-19. So that is your old gristmill bread and butter play of the game, the 41-yard TD strike in the third quarter to Zach Oxborough to give Skyview the 27-19 lead. So, Kaysen, any final comments before we sign off tonight?
John, I think just, like you said, this was a great atmosphere with homecoming and this rivalry game, and I thought Skyview looked great on both sides of the ball. And as we talked to Jack, it sounds like they're going to take this game and obviously the games before them and hopefully have a great week of practice going into this very tough matchup against Ridgeline next week at home.
Yeah, the number 1 team in the state in 4A, and probably I would argue that because they they beat Brighton 41-0, a 5A team, I think. So basically they could top 5 5A. I think that they're definitely one of the top teams, and they have been for the last few years. So again, for Shane Larson running the camera, for Coach Alder, for Jack Clark, Cooper Karen, for Kaysen Carlson, myself, John Newbold, have a great weekend, everybody. Skyview victorious 30-19. It will be Stockton Jukes back on the call on 100.9 Light FM next week as Green Canyon will host Bear River. And, of course, me and Kaysen will be back on the call next week against Ridgeline here in Smithfield. That's going to do it for everyone, and thanks. Have a great weekend. Skyview 30, Green Canyon 19.
This Skyview Bobcats broadcast has been a presentation of 106.9 FM, 1390 AM, The Fan, and CashValleyDaily.com. Made possible by Les Olson IT, Old Grist Mill, Adams Wealth Advisors, DD Auto Salvage, Great Basin Graphics, Preston Watts Auto Collision, Napa Auto Parts, Young Automotive, Tyson Luthi State Farm, and Cache Valley Daily. Catch replays and photo galleries of previous games on CacheValleyDaily.com.